We can't forget about what we're doing. We don't know what happens in the end. But we're here with Tilty Bird. So I just keep on learning and loving.
Learning and loving with you.
With you and Tilty and everybody. What's up, Tilty?
I was actually...
Oh, look at that. I snapped you out of the camera. So how fun is this? Learning and loving.
My partner said, did you ever think that you would end up getting to do art with the person who helped save you?
Aww.
A little cry.
Aww. It's weird. Isn't it weird, though, that, like, by just sharing our stories and, like, understanding certain emotions, how that alone just heals certain things that have happened or that we've experienced.
And they could be so unrelated, but the core, the feeling of it.
Yeah. 100%. And it's like almost like they're totally related, like at the same time. But yeah. And then it feels weird when somebody like you is like, you know, you like saved me. I'm like, well, that's a lot, but okay.
No pressure or anything. It's fine. No, it's a thank you. I felt how you fought for yourself, and it made me realize that I needed to fight for myself too. And I had never, ever felt that before. And it was life-changing. So
that's crazy.
That's just the honest.
I'm going to put you right here. I love that. And I love, and those are the things that on all the things I do, music and all kinds of things. Those are the things that I love doing, is being able to do my own life and inspire other people in their life to do what they want. Like, we only have one life, you know, that we're currently aware of. And how many times I feel like I know this is going to sound weird, but I feel like this lifetime now, if we have lived lives before and all of this, I feel like now is more of like our society and humanity has grown so much to learn as much as we are today. And I feel like, well, I want to advance that. I want to, you know, I want to make sure that continues. And I feel like it's all of humanity. It's people like you and me who learn and grow from all kinds of stuff and all kinds of behaviors.
Absolutely. And I think one thing that's really important about what you do is you're not telling people what to do. You're showing people how to find what they need to do for themselves and giving them the power to do that. And that's like another big fuck you to Scientology, because not only are you fully your own person, you are inspiring people to find their own way to be their own person. And that is just such an incredible rippling effect of beauty.
Yeah, I love that. And also, just so everybody is clear and knows what you go, I'm very personally not good with pronouns and all that. And I want to make sure that people who do want that as their thing, I want people to respect that. And my chat respects that as well. So like, I know a lot of people are like, you ladies are beautiful and I love you all and I love you all. But I believe, Tilty, do you go by they or?
I do. Okay. I go by they, them. Yeah.
Perfect.
And so does Fluffer and so does Rika.
Perfect. I didn't know that about Rika. Okay, good to know. My little cutie patooties. Okay, so I'm going to, speaking of finding, I need to grab some paints and stuff from up here, above me. So I'm going to show all you my booty really quick as I go.
Please be careful.
But I love you, Tilty. Thank you for your words. And I'm so excited for this live stream. I secretly did invite Serge Delmar in case as a guest host, just because we're all, as you just said, you're going through something literally, even with that just happened with you. I'm going through, we just let like Valerie's court case just came up and and I didn't even know she was having, like, there was a court case this morning, and it's like,
wow.
nobody's talking about Valerie Haney's court case.
I had no idea there was
literally. And so, like, I just think it's so perfect that this is such a perfect healing area and space. Of course, I'm here in my little art bubble, but also you as well. And I'm so glad that we finally get to have this conversation.
Me too.
LFM needs a laundry pile, Tilty. Yes, I need to fold a bunch of laundry right now. No, I have plenty of that. I just did all of that.
Well, so there's this thing that happens when Selfless starts drumming. I start getting a little too tilty, and I'm dancing around, and then I end up falling, tripping, and knocking over a bunch of stuff. So I've just kind of started keeping a soft pile near my computers.
That's funny.
Oh,
well, good for you. You know, we all have to find ways.
Well, you know, if you get too into something and you don't know how to rein it in, just keep yourself safe.
Yes. Just rein it in.
I can't get back on the rails sometimes.
We do. We're often off the rails, so clearly. Okay, so let me turn this around really quick.
Yeah, let me get my...
Yeah, I don't know if Serge is coming in, but I definitely invited Serge, so if Serge comes in, then beautiful.
If he does, that'll be like too much star power for me.
A little gift to Tilty.
I was like, okay, when I first started watching people, I was watching, like, I was getting into, like, I started true crime, just learning about stuff, trying to recover from, like, childhood stuff. And then I went down a learning path, and then I saw cults to consciousness, and then Surge popped up, and then your story popped up, and I was just like, whoa. And so I don't know if I'd be able to, like, handle the two of you.
Well, that's okay. It'll just be me for now then. Okay, so I was just going to show you really quickly. Hold on. Settings. Now I got to turn my camera around because now I know how to do the camera settings.
Oh, I just turned mine off accidentally instead of doing what I'm supposed to do.
Back dual. You see this little cute kit?
Camera facing back.
Bam.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
So, but I'm gonna be painting it, and I'm using this for the Viper Room show.
Oh my god, I love that.
So I'm gonna undo it. I'm gonna tape all this up, make this dark black, and then put some cool writing and things all in here, and then
I love that.
Isn't that fun?
That is so amazing.
I'll keep y'all posted, and actually I'll put you on this side because this. Here, let me move this.
Speaking of.
Oh,
I got to scam this for you too.
Yes, I love that. And also, I'm going to. You heard my message. I'm going
to.
I'm going to. How fun is this?
Yeah, use it for whatever your heart desires. Yes.
How did I know you were going to say that? Okay, so first things first is I'm going to grab some tape so I can tape off all these things and the things that I don't want to paint.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. And then also, I want chat to know, Tilty and I are going to be talking about childhood, and Tilty, you can absolutely ask me anything, you know.
Oh my goodness.
I like to just go off on like random things, and there's once we bring up one topic or whatever, there's always many more. So
it's gonna snowball.
Yeah. So feel free. And
okay.
I have pizza coming. So
oh my gosh.
I'll be running out to grab that, or taking a break to grab that. You know the huge.
Yeah, just the stuff.
Just my fancy ass life.
I did have a piece I was working on. Let me just wreck all of my things and get tangled and, just bird stuff.
The norm.
So this is what I was working on.
There.
And it was gonna say, Because all I could really think to say was follow your heart and do what you can.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
So I was going to write that on there.
Yes, I love that. Follow your heart and do what you can.
Yeah.
And also, wow, I'm trying to get a good angle on this. Sorry. Just
No.
There. Is that better?
Angles are so much harder than anyone tells you about.
I have to work on it, so
yeah.
Very weird. Okay, I'll just leave it there for now. It'll basically be like kind of sideways while I work on it.
Oh, it's fine. It's just tilty. It's just a little tilty. It's fine.
It's just a little tilty. Okay, wow.
Okay, should I tape this so it doesn't go anywhere? Probably.
Sandykins, Laura Surge is talking a live about Valerie Haney. Okay, fuck yeah, good.
Oh, good. Okay, I will have to catch that on replay.
Yeah,
because I really want to find out what's going on there.
Yes. Hi, Selfless. This is now my afternoon while packing. Hell yeah. Oh my God, guys. We are so excited. Next show, Laura FM show, and it's going to be amazing, is at the Viper Room. March 8th, Saturday at 9 p.m. And Selfless is going to be slamming on them drums. So our beautiful, artistically and beautifully. And we also have Bill Woodcock playing guitar and jamming with Tim on violins. And Serge, of course, with his amazing dance moves and
his legs style. I hope his legs are insured. I'm just saying.
It's not just legs, guys. That's what people don't get.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's core. He's stretched. He's like, it's amazing. I just want to say hi, everybody.
He's the guy.
The Holy Rogue. Hi, welcome. Thank you. Witcher. What's up? Haggis Basher. How are you?
Woo!
That's so funny, right? I'm totally converting this.
That's so cute.
I promise I won't take over your drums, Selfless. I promise.
We need to see Selfless using that at some point.
Oh, well, maybe he'll just have to run up and jam with me on this. Who knows? He'll come all the way from the tiny Viper Room stage to jump up over the drums to jump up.
I would expect nothing less. Oh, I found my tape. I put it in space that was hidden from myself.
Yes. Oh my God. Would share. Looking forward to Viper Room. Yes. Hi, sweet sun slice.
Hello.
Laura said yes. Hi, Sandy. I'm literally Sandykins. Oh wait, that means I have to go into settings just for Sandy. I'm doing this just for you because you are constantly. It's so silly that they do this. Okay. Look, Sandy, I'm literally wearing. Oh, first of all, look at my cool shirt, guys.
Ooh, I love that.
The sun on my side. Okay, anyways, look, Sandy. I'm literally wearing the fun onesie she gave me, and it's so snuggly and cozy.
Look at the little ears!
And I love it.
That's so cute. That looks so cozy.
It is. It's very, very cozy. It's like, look, you can almost feel it. You can almost touch it.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, that's what I'm in my cozy gear, and we are taking a moment to do art and talk Artology and let's see, back duel and do some healing and learning and learning. Whoa.
Careful.
Wild. That's like the wide lens. Wow. Maybe I should do dual there.
Now I have the thing up in my thing so I can see chat because I was like, what?
Oh, you.
I have a little, I have an iPad, so I just use that as my, my backup. Uh-oh. Did we lose Alara? Oh, no! Oh, my goodness. Okay. I'm sure she will be right back.
Okay, sorry. Hi, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah.
My pizza came.
Oh, very important.
Yeah, I was like,
very important.
Oh, this is so fun. Isn't this so fun? Just the word. Oh.
I love this. Okay. Also, I was going to show you this. I started this for DOA. It's his Scallywagentine Day card, but it's late. And I found a pineapple sticker, and I drew sunglasses on it.
That's awesome. Good job.
I made him that paint, too.
That, yeah, I was staring at all the colors in there. That's so pretty.
I have a lot of handmade paints.
What kind of pizza I ordered, the Holy Rogue? I'm going to show you guys when it comes in. It has, it's pepperoni and cheese with black olives, mushrooms, pineapple.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I got the pineapple on the side.
I knew you'd like pineapple. I don't know how, but I just knew that you were not a pineapple hater.
Jody Q. No, I love it. I put it on the side in case I have a friend or somebody pops over, they can still have some pizza without the pineapple.
That is so considerate. That's also considerate for people with texture issues too. Like,
yeah, you
my
just don't
goodness.
Know. Thank you, Witch Share, for your all-time support always, you fucking angel witch babe.
Oh my gosh, I'm making her art, and I was gonna show you, but I don't want her to see it. So yeah, I gotta keep it a surprise.
Good job, Cher. Good job. Okay, let me hurry up and get...
I usually have tummy issues with the red sauce on pizza. So I usually get I'll do we'll get flatbreads and make our own at home. And then I'll just lay down some garlic and some herbs from the garden and then throw on cheese, pepperoni, and green pepper and pineapple and mushroom.
Ooh, yum, yum, yum. We'll see.
Very
I get it extra crispy too. It's because when I say crispy, because if I say, oh, can you make it crispy? It still is not crispy.
It's like regular cooked.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I kind of like it a little bit crispy.
Yeah, because when they cook it their normal way, it's just not crispy at all. So if you ask for crispy, then they make it normal. So you have to ask for extra crispy in order to get it where it should be. I just these people don't get it.
It's N theta. It's N theta. 100% N theta. Haggis Basher, thank you. Yes, so Selfless. I'm gonna have to talk to Selfless, but I'm not sure if what?
Oh, I just saw haggis. I am making my friend tomato, black garlic, olive, and garlic, butter, caramelized onion focaccia. Right now, that is my whole mouth just filled with saliva. I couldn't even get the sentence out.
Oh my goodness! Yum. Now I just Now I just want my pizza. Hurry up, Laura. Hurry up. Okay. So that will say here.
I don't know what color I want to do for the writing. Fluffer squirrel, Joe bananas, Nico Yeg, 69 in chat. Nice.
Okay, so what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I was saying. Oh, thank you, Miss Jane. Chicago Jane. If you want to help get Selfless to LA, please consider donating for her. Aw, you're so sweet, you guys. Thank you. So yes, we need it. I don't know, Selfless. I wanted to know: Are we flying you out from Portland? Are you driving? Because either way, we need to make sure we got you covered with gas money, things like that. You know the fucking drill. We know the drill.
And snacks.
We all know the drill. So we need to know exactly what's needed, and then we can have a badass fucking show. So we have literally 7 people on the stage. I'm so excited.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so good. Oh my gosh.
Very excited. Yeah, what is the goal? Cher, you're so cute. Very sweet.
Okay. Oh, Julie B, I sent you an Instagram message.
Okay, I'm gonna have
I made you your Luna moth finally. And I hope it's good. My partner said it was probably the best thing I've ever done so far, and I was really, really proud of myself for that. I just don't know what friggin' color to do the writing in. Ding dang darn it.
Ding dang darn it.
That's right.
Ding dang darn it. Ding dang darn it. Oh God, you guys are going to hear my mind. This is how my mind goes.
Listen, echolalia is a real thing. And everyone can just deal with it.
What is that, echolalia?
Echolalia, it's someone in chat would probably be able to describe it better, but it's where you're like there was one time where I made a short of it. I was literally sitting there going, I like paint, I like space, I like painting space, and I was just doing that over and over again. Sometimes you'll like hear a noise and you'll have to repeat it, or stuff like that. Repeating sounds that catch your attention, kind of. Yeah, exactly. But it's like it's a reflex almost. Okay, so someone said gold. Oh yeah, Fluffer, gold.
Hey guys, you want to see the pizza?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. First, stare at the floor.
I wouldn't recommend having pizza on the floor.
I haven't opened it to see how it looks. Well, it's pretty good. They did a pretty good job. They did a good job, but this is what they call crispy.
Ooh. Yeah. I mean,
but it is pretty good. So that's why I say like, extra crispy so that it comes out like this.
Yeah.
Wow, that looks marvelous.
It really
does.
The
pineapples are on the side.
But they're there. Gold. Okay. I have gold. What kind of gold?
Now I have to get a slice of pizza. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
I tend to say I would like it unreasonably well done. Like my grandma made some banana bread and she was like, I ruined it. It's burnt. I was like, that is not burnt. That is literally a perfect crisping.
Ooh, they put them nice raw garlic. I already ate some, clearly.
We grow our own garlic every year in the garden.
Oh, that's so awesome. Anything grown fresh is the best.
Yeah, we try to grow as much as we can.
If you don't eat it, what is it? If you don't eat it, don't put it on your skin.
Yeah, or inside of you.
I mean, if you can't eat it, I forget what it's called.
If you don't put it in your mouth, don't put it anywhere else.
Yeah, something like that. How exciting are we? Is there ranch? Oh, nice. That's what? There's no ranch?
Oh! How dare they do this to you specifically on purpose?
Fine. Ranch doesn't look bad, right?
I don't know if this is gold enough.
Okay.
Which share do they call it? The Four Horsemen, because what comes out is the apocalypse. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Here I am. We're not even 20 minutes in and I'm making butt jokes on Lars Live. My gosh.
Okay. Now I need to.
I don't know if this gold is gold enough.
It's not to your standards.
Well, it's just, there's different types of gold, There's yellow gold, there's blue gold, there's white gold, there's like, there's different types of gold. And this gold, I don't know if this is,
Whoops, sorry.
This ain't it.
Different types of gold. And this gold. I'm trying to put the music on. Yeah, continue. And it hooked up to the stream, yeah.
Old gold, yeah, old gold. Okay, well, let me see. I have one that's more like, I have one that's a little more like, bam, gold. So let me see how that looks.
Okay, fun.
Oh, yeah, I think that's better.
Whoa, Nelly Furtado. Oh, I need my J. Where's my little vape pen?
You can't do Artology without OT420.
Okay, got the drums here. Boom.
Selfless, that is the freaking coolest thing ever.
So first I'm going to...
Purple gold, that sounds incredible and also sounds like something Chi would really like.
Ugh, okay, here. This might be better. Get real close and personal.
I think I like this gold a little more than the other gold, but I'm not sure. I don't know!
Sorry, guys, if you're too close up.
You know what? I think the other one's better now that it's dry. This is the problem.
Do you need a soda or a drink or anything? Are you sure? Yeah, I got my what do you call this? What do people say when they're when they're like drinking or eating something they shouldn't, and they're like, oh, my
guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure. I almost said tilty pleasure. Oh my God, this is so good.
I was talking to Ashley. I was like, I'm so nervous to go on with Laura. I'm no birdie.
You're no birdie? That's so funny. But that's the thing, like, we're all nobody.
Well, it's true. We're all just people.
Yeah. We're all nobody. So, did you ever hear about Scientology?
So,
when, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like, or about the kids of Scientology at all? When you did hear about Scientology?
So when I first heard about Scientology, it was like a long time ago because where we live is a place where a lot of celebrities will go for vacation. Mm-hmm. And there were all these rumors, oh, John Travolta has his yacht in our harbor. Oh, John Travolta's here. He's a Scientologist. And I was like, what? And I didn't know what it was at the time. And then when I was an adult, the first thing I heard about was the kid stuff. Like that was hearing about the trafficking, the passports, all of those things. I heard about all of that stuff before I found out about the Danny Masterson stuff.
Oh, and okay.
That's what got me following the Danny Masterson stuff.
How did you hear about that stuff?
So I think I was on a Cults to Consciousness video, and one of Serge's videos was recommended in the thing down at the bottom. And I was like, whoa, what is this? And I started listening, and then I was like, I'm going back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Because it was just, I couldn't comprehend how I felt as a kid was being industrialized.
Ah. And what do you mean by industrialized? Was being
Like,
industrialized? Like for
like,
work, slave labor?
they've basically found a way to profit off of the exploitation of hope and the decimation of the human spirit. And I just think that's the worst thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it breaks my brain. It breaks my brain. And even more so now that we've been reading some of the actual literature and kind of like approaching it like we're trying to understand it and not being able to understand it, because it doesn't make sense as to how you should feel and treat other people.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to think, like, it doesn't make sense, but yet an organization built this whole structure around kids and like manipulating people who are vulnerable or who
Because they're easier
are
targets, which means it's
dreamers.
a more
But even
reliable
dreamers,
pipeline.
but even
Yeah.
dreamers, like they'll, like, vulnerability is a great thing. A lot of people should have more of it. But as children, you literally cannot consent. You literally
You
cannot.
cannot.
You can't even, like, you haven't had the experience as adults do, because an adult is somebody who's had time on earth,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
You have
and
a
a
broader
child is,
spectrum of knowledge.
what's that?
You have a broader spectrum of knowledge.
Well,
Like when you're an adult, you have more layers of context for
yes,
every
exactly.
situation.
Like, because
Yeah.
you've experienced all
Mm-hmm.
different types of human behavior, like, or at least enough to kind of know the basics, and you've had friends or people able to tell you. Sorry, I bumped the thing. To be able to tell you, hey, this is probably not good, or like you learn from other people's behaviors as well.
Yeah.
About what's acceptable in society.
Exactly.
And anyway, so yeah, I just feel like there's so much. We're going to take out all of these and put them.
Well,
here.
and the layers of it being so much is why I want to read the literature like as much as I can, because if I understand how they're thinking about it, then the things that I say can be more like maybe
it's almost like you could translate it.
Yeah.
For other people that can hear you better speak it than me, even.
Well, just because of the layer of separation and
the
my
language barrier.
love
Literally,
of
Scientology has its own language. It has its own,
it totally
barriers
does.
purposely so that people are suppressed and they aren't shown the outside world of normal, quote, sane behavior.
And because of the way that you're taught to learn, you don't know how to question the things that you're reading in order to verify and reassure or anything like that. So you just, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, and not only just the literature from like L. Ron Hubbard, but like his policies that he wrote about the legal system.
Yeah.
And like how that totally plays into like Valerie Haney's case right now. Like Serge is live talking about Valerie Haney's case right now. And it's so fucking serious and it's so insane that Valerie A is like it reminds me of the Josiah case a little. Like the lawyer, like we had to like kick his butt a little for him to like realize it. And I feel like we're almost putting too much expectations on some of these lawyers that aren't even, they're just not getting the fucking job done. I don't know what else to say.
Well,
I
it's
don't
almost
know.
like they're approaching it like it's an average case. It's not an average case.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You can't approach it like any other legal case or any other client that you're coming to represent. You have to apply a special set of, you have to know what they're doing in order to face them on the same page. You have to meet them at their tone.
But also like how they extend the times and try, leave people
purposefully
in
waste.
and it's like it's just so fucked up. So yeah, Yeah, it's just interesting learning as we're going, because literally learning and loving, I'm literally learning the law more, and I feel more confident and more like, okay, I feel more understanding.
Absolutely.
And it's like allowing my brain to learn more faster. So it's just amazing what was purposely hidden from us as children, like not knowing the laws, not knowing what was okay and unacceptable, even in a religious space or not.
Within a
Like
family home or
what
any
the
of that
legal,
stuff.
yeah, whatever the legal law was, it was always changed because we disrespected the laws. Well, in a way, because Scientology's, better than them. The
Well,
Scientology, you know what
I
I mean?
mean, what do the laws have to do with someone who is trying to clear the planet of so much aberration? I mean, obviously those
100%.
laws must be based in that aberration.
I love how you put that. That's so funny. You are so funny. Warning, chat, warning. Tilty Bird is hilarious and will literally say random things that are so funny, but that is literally the fucking truth. When it comes to it, it really is like, well, that is it. It's just
Yeah,
so messed up, and it's just so hard to watch sometimes a judge make the wrong decision, I feel, or whatever. But at least like in Scientology, there was no other way. And
yeah,
at least, like, to me, it's like, okay, if we fail on this or we don't achieve this, we just got to keep pushing forward, keep moving forward, because as children, we didn't have that right. And so for us, it's such a valid, important thing that we need to, like, for example, everybody should be all up on Valerie Haney's case. Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Because these are the children that are representing what happens, and we're lucky that we're out of it. Not everybody gets out of Scientology. Clearly, my sister,
No,
there's people still in Scientology, and
and
there's
it's
nothing they can do
heartbreaking.
about it. And they were all kids. They were kids when this all started happening.
Yeah.
So even though it's like, well, they're adults now, they can leave. It's like, no, that's
That's
not.
still a
That's literally
person.
not how
And
brainwashing and programming works.
exactly, especially when you've been in it for that long and you're so conditioned and you have so many connections inside of there and no connections anywhere else.
Yeah. And
And
you still in the front like frame of mind of what's bad and what's okay.
yeah, because you're indoctrinated. It's
Yeah. And
part of
so
your
you
brain's
feeling
programming.
guilty for all kinds of nonsense that you don't need to feel guilty for. It's
Exactly.
so insane. Yeah. So I have that, that fear thing, that sign you put up that reminds me the art piece you did. It reminds
Yes.
me like, yeah, fuck fear. Like it's really like fear should be almost like if we could just change the definition of, or if we could just call fear something else, if we called fear like a possibility or a chance to do something or an
Well, that's
inspiration,
that's all it
it's
is.
almost the same thing. It's like an exciting thing that you want to take a leap or a loop at, or something showing you, hey, go another way. That's showing you a positive thing. So we can turn
Absolutely.
fear into something pathetic and useless, or we can literally make it something helpful for us.
It's like goalie training. If you learn how to fall, falling's not so scary because you get a chance to stand back up on your own feet and figure out another way and
Yeah.
keep going. And that in itself, having that opportunity to learn from making a mistake is so valuable, and it applies everywhere.
Yeah. I'll do the main painting on this. Yeah, I agree. Oh, whoops. You guys didn't see that. I'm putting up. Need to back it up a little bit. Back it up.
Back it up.
Oh, wow. Okay, I need another bite of pizza. Excuse me, my ASMR eaters. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm,
Did I almost do the wrong your? Who can tell?
mm,
That's the beauty of cursive.
YOUR?
Yeah.
Or is it follow
Follow,
your, is it your
follow,
dream or
follow
somebody
you
else?
our heart. Oh, geez. Not everything comes out great, but it's just fun doing it.
Mm. So, yeah, I always wondered how people in the outside world never heard about the cadets. You know, obviously we're hidden, but
Yeah. But like you
it
would
makes me
think
think.
you would hear about that. But
Yeah, and it makes me think that there's obviously that there's other cults, and of course all this manipulation going on in Hollywood and all that. You
oh,
know?
absolutely. I mean, when you do deep diving, you realize that, I mean, the exploitation of children makes the world go round, and it's a really horrific fact of
Yeah.
life, and it's something that needs to be changed from the core of society. It's time. It's done. We're done. It's done. Like, stop it.
Yeah.
You
I
should not profit off of
absolutely
stolen
agree.
childhoods or stolen golden years.
Yeah. Ooh, I can take that out. Look at me.
Oh,
Ding, ding, ding. But I will cover this tiny.
your lad is here.
My what?
Your lad is here.
My lad.
Your scallywag.
My scallywag. I've been going back and forth with fear with the 16 misdemeanors. It's been awful. Yeah. And that's the
Terrifying.
thing. But terrifying, or is it like going to school? We just got to beat them all, and you know, the truth will win. The truth shall prevail.
With honesty and integrity and time, things will come to light the way that they should be. It just feels like an absolute maelstrom of diarrhea until that point. Like, it feels so gross. I remember having to wait for court, and I was in another province, and every time we had to go to court, we had to drive to another province, and it was I was like constantly like throwing up in my mouth the whole drive. Like, it was just the worst. Like, I can only imagine how you feel with 16 charges. Like, even if you know you're going to fight it and you know that, you know, there could be the best possible outcome, it doesn't stop the feeling. It's still there. You can have hope and still be scared and still feel that fear, and that's okay. That's healthy. You just have to balance it.
I feel like that's what I'm saying. I feel like if we're going to have the fear, then right when we're getting that fear, we should be going like, okay, cool. How, like, what am,
How can I
like,
harness it?
how is my paperwork going? And, do I have everything ready? And, you know, things like that. It like,
channel it.
Yeah, because it becomes it. I mean, yeah, it's obviously we say that, but we all can work on it. But
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying, it's like if it's bound to happen and we have to go to court and we have to deal with these things, then we just have to fucking become, you know, athletics, you know, little limping up like athletic fuckers at it. You know,
That's
we just
right.
got to be good at it so that
Olympic
it's not
level shit
scary anymore.
disturbers.
Yeah. Because the emotion doesn't help when you're dealing with serious situations about life and prison and jail and all that. So the emotion doesn't help. You got to just be solid and great until the judge says dismiss, not guilty, or we win the case. Period.
And then either way, we take it from there in the best way that we can, regardless.
Exactly. Whatever happens. Exactly. But yeah, that's what's so, again, great about the community. We can call things out and say, look, this person needs help. This needs more, you know, addressing, or this needs,
or
you know,
I
this
can't
needs more
do
attention.
this. Can anyone else?
Yes, I cannot do this. We need help with this.
Yeah. And some of us who are maybe a little neurospicy don't always pick up on non-direct communication. So if someone says, oh, this needs to be done, and it's something I can do, I might not think to do it unless I'm asked to do it. And I think that ends up happening quite a bit because people don't want to overstep as well. Like, who am I to get involved and send DOA another fucking email? You know?
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I should paint this pole thing the same color as that.
I would paint the pole a standout color.
Yeah, okay, good. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna tape it up. Tape it up.
Tape it up.
Yeah. There we go. Not too shabby.
You know, it's a better tape job than the freaking bad bow job they did in Austin, I'll tell you.
They what?
Oh, that was a Pearl joke. That was a joke for Pearl, the bad bow job at the Austin opening. I said your tape job's much better than their bad bow job.
A bad bow job. Okay, round 2 going in the mouth.
Okay.
Pizza.
I am going to do that, but with OT 420. Oh, Jody Q, I am so sorry. I'm getting distracted by chat. Honey. I'm sending you all of the good bird energy.
Same.
Selfless.
Oh my God.
What was I writing? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We may do another live stream. I might do a live stream with Serge. Sandy said this. And just we'll talk more about Valerie's case, but I love that he's bringing it up, that they're talking about it. So
yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, like I didn't even know she had one. Yeah. Stop talking about important topics, okay?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Guys.
We're trying to be suppressive here.
Look, I can totally take this one out too. I didn't even realize that. How easy. 1, 2, 3.
Bingo bango.
So, do you have any random questions that you think of?
Oh,
chat, do you guys have any random questions?
Yeah.
About like my childhood, about children in the Sea Org?
I would like to have you addressed, like, how young were you when you first started writing lyrics in your head?
In my head? When I was like 5, 6?
Yeah. Okay, well, that's kind of what I figured.
Yeah, I think, as early as I can
something always there.
Yeah, like just singing random. I didn't really know you could like write down. Oh, sorry, I'm totally bumping the camera. I didn't realize you can write down the lyrics.
Right.
I just was always singing and making lyrics in my head and singing. And then, of course, like using different tunes and other singers and songwriters or whatever at the time on the radio that I would hear. So I mixed it. And most of the time I wouldn't know the words of the song.
You'd kind of just add in your own.
Yeah, and then I would end up being like, oh, well, I like my lyric. I like what I said.
Yeah.
And, or people thought what I said was what the lyric was saying.
Maybe it made more sense.
And so I like changed it for them.
I love that.
Yeah. I'm just going to take this off so that it will be easy to do at the end.
Okay.
Bam. Bam. I'm wondering how you felt when you left and were able to make choices about your life. Was it super scary? The things when we were learning to make decisions about our lives, like when that was happening, it kind of wasn't scary at that point because we were like, oh, there's something we can do to like help us get a job or whatever it was, like that. But we didn't really learn about outside help or benefits because it was scary to even have non-Scientology friends. So let alone asking the outside world for help. It was uncomfortable. It was like almost like you couldn't really be good friends with somebody who wasn't already like a past Scientologist or almost like knew about our lives. It was like it was really strange to you know, get help from a non-Scientologist.
Was there a layer of shame in talking about what happened that kind of
Well, yeah,
stopped
it would
you?
be like, yeah, for sure, because they have they hold this sort of like, you know, this like, you know, Scientology is doing good, and so you better not, you know, talk bad or say anything bad about it, even if something bad happened, because the PR
Right.
for Scientology is the most important.
Put your feelings aside and do what's right for us.
Yeah, and also like the PR for Scientology also means um like even doing something that's bad or illegal, because the PR of Scientology is so important that whatever you have to do, even if it is true, lie, steal, stalk, etc., that at least it's changing the outcome of what the outlook of Scientology is into a more positive way instead of negative.
Right. So if you break a real law to keep a Scientology crime secret, that's actually a good thing, as opposed to following a real law to expose a Scientology crime.
Yeah,
It's very
exactly. I
backwards.
mean, well, that's why people totally. I mean, that's why people went to jail for L. Ron Hubbard and for crimes of Scientology.
Yeah. And they've probably felt like that was the right thing to do, and that's really heartbreaking.
Hold on, I'm gonna go get sandpaper.
Okay. Oh, that's a good question, Tree. Selfless, I always hear big old chair made of lino. Sit down and it will give away. That's what I heard when I was a kid.
Okay. So I'm just gonna do a little.
I always forget to do a priming sand.
Just a quick primer, you know. I learned from my varnishing dresser freaking days at the Ant Ranch. Varnishing dressers, like literally from age 6 years old, with like disgusting smelling, sticky ass varnish, like full of chemicals. We just had these rags.
No respirator, probably, of course, obviously.
No, they just put us outside in the hot boiling sun.
Oh, well, you've got fresh air. Who are you to complain?
Well, you know, and it was like, oh, look, we got to wear a, you know, a tank top that can give us a cool sunburn, and then we can show it off.
Tree hugging Buddhist said, were you always doing mental maneuvers to follow the doctrine?
50-50. I feel like as a child, because I had no consent and I had to just forcibly believe whatever L. Ron Hubbard said was right. I feel like some of the times I kind of enjoyed following the doctrine as a kid, like, oh, good, I'm doing it right. You know, like learning how to do a nerve assist or a touch assist, things like that. And I really did believe like, oh, I'm helping somebody when I give them a touch assist or a nerve assist.
Well, and that makes you feel good. Helping people makes you feel good. And if you think you're helping people, you're gonna, it makes sense.
And so, yeah, I mean, you know, there's like this mixed field, and that's my childhood, which is so fucked up. Just having not fulfilled full feelings and concepts of things because they were never allowed to be my own.
Okay, question. Did you ever get to sit and make daisy chains in the grass?
Yeah, when I ran away. I remember that a lot. I would literally make things out of grass leaves, out of like little flowers, make little, you know, head band things, all
crowns.
Courts. Yeah, and then it would be like, where have you been? Those flowers are out from the mountain. So they would like, they just knew, like, even if I came back and somehow got away with it, they would just be like, they knew that I was slacking off somewhere making a flower bouquet.
Were you having fun?
Yeah. Yep.
That's some real aberrant behavior, okay?
like operated, you know?
Yeah. Also, if DOA is still here, I am barefoot in solidarity.
What a bomb! I feel like we went live on our Artology, and then like I got four different notifications that people were going live.
I know, I feel so bad.
I don't. Fuck them. I'm kidding. Slightly.
We're doing our thing. They're doing their thing. It's all good. We can catch each other on the replay and support each other afterwards.
Yeah, and I do feel like I might be doing a live stream soon with Serge very soon, maybe even today. I got
yeah, that'd tomorrow. Be really good.
But I really want to. It means the world to me to talk about Valerie and the case, the Scientology. It's literally Jane Doe vs Scientology. So it's like,
is this the one where
so important? And Dodge got it wrong. He like said it's like she was forced to marry. So like, no, that's not. That's literally not her case. That's a different fucking case. And so, like, people,
people are
this
getting
is like Valerie
crossed.
has been put through arbitration and all kinds of shit.
Okay, I know the case now.
Yeah, she's the one who escaped in the trunk of a fucking car from Gold Base, where my mother currently still is.
Oh my gosh.
I was in the CMO in the cadet org the CMO CW when I was like 14 years old with her in the Commoners Messenger organization before she got promoted to RTC or whatever.
Oh.
Or to go to Intline or route, to route on to Int lines. That's what they call it. Going up to Ints. Oops.
Intestinal distress.
And that's literally, like, not even joking. Valerie has had to deal with so much stress with all this. It's like literally fucking up her stomach.
I can imagine.
Like ulcers.
Oh, well, did you know that L. Ron Hubbard has an affirmation for that?
What is it? Go eat fucking shit?
No, it was in the affirmations he'd tell himself every day to like try to hypnotize himself into believing that it was true, that he did not need to have ulcers anymore.
Right. That's what it's just like smoking cigarettes. Just smoke more fucking cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly.
And
obviously.
putting the camera on my cute face for a minute, guys.
Well, and then everyone can enjoy your awesome shirt.
Yeah. Hello. Normally you get to see my shirts all the time. But look at how awesome it is, Tilty. Ready?
Yes.
Sunshine, love, angel babes, right? And then, good night, sweetie pie.
Oh my gosh. I literally have a sketchbook that's like that, and I love that.
So fun. And
that is so cool. And the sleeve length is awesome, too. I hate it when they do really short sleeves.
It's a good size. Okay, I have all my markers and acrylic paint in here.
Fluffer, the correct term is actually that I have only friendship for Jack Parsons.
Wait, is Fluffer in here? If Fluffer, you're more than welcome to join us if you're happy to be doing fucking art right now. Fluffer's always welcome, obviously.
Fluffer!
And Jack Parsons is just a friend. Her story needs to be known by all. Yes, the Holy Ghost. Again, thanks to Serge. Exactly. Yeah. I told myself, I dedicated that I need to do this Artology with Tilt and that this needs to happen because I keep seeing myself needing to go off and do other things and not for myself. And I need to at least give myself an hour or two with even just doing this so that I know that I can say I'm going to do something for myself and do it and follow through for myself so I can be there and do it for other people.
Absolutely. And it's so important. And I have a really hard time doing that as well.
Yeah. So I want to be better at it. Also, cheers to everybody. I'm drinking my root beer.
I have like one sip of cold coffee left.
Root beer.
I love root beer too.
It's caffeine free. I know some people just don't like it. I remember not liking root beer when I was younger.
Well, there's different root beers. A&W is a creamier root beer. Barks is a more spicy one. It's different. They have different profiles and prickliness in the tongue.
I remember the Hanson soda, you know?
Fluffer said they can pop in.
They had a root beer. Oh, you can? Okay. I'm going to send you, Fluffer, I'm going to send you the link right now. Everybody give me a minute.
I'll showcase the incredible art.
Hey, Tilty, are you able to send Fluffer?
I can probably do that.
Because you probably have a way to send it to her faster. Or them, sorry. Cutie patootie with an
potentially.
Attitude. You could just copy the link I sent you and then send it to them however you would.
I'm trying to do it on my iPad, but it's like I have to update Instagram.
Here, Fluffer, can I send it to you in Instagram link or something? Let me know, Fluffer Fluff. I'm not going to put it in the chat. I'm not going to put it in the chat.
Instagram would probably work. Yes, Witchshare, Barks does have caffeine. That is why it is my favorite of the root beers, and also it is the prickliest.
That's funny.
Okay, they said yeah, Instagram will work.
Fluffer said yes. Okay, good. Let me see. Fluffer Square UK. I always got to put on an English accent every time I'm talking to Fluffer. And it's probably the worst English accent, but honestly, I really don't care because people are honored to hear my English accent anyways. All right, we're back. I sent it over
right. We could be fancy all we want.
Fluffer, we shall await your attendance. Okay, uno momento. I'm going to switch the camera back to...
Oh, when Fluffer joins, I can squiggle off and make a coffee real quick.
Well, you can squiggle off and make a coffee too.
Well, I don't want to leave, you alone. That's not very polite.
Well.
Oh, okay, you don't have to do that. I can hand you my mug.
See, there's other things. People are here for you.
Trying to keep the evil out of it too. Of course,
what?
You wanted to be out there with me.
Yeah, of course.
Keep them away from it. It was so dirty.
Maybe I should do dual wide so that you guys can see it from afar.
Sorry, I was talking to my dad there. He's going to make me a coffee.
Oh, hi, Dad.
He squiggled away already, but he peeked over to see what we were doing.
That's so cute. Your dad is so cool. You're so lucky. I mean, talk about the things that people can be grateful for in life. You're so lucky. I know it can be hard at times and stuff, but you are so lucky to have not allowed a generational curse to continue in your family.
Yeah.
Like that's as clear as I can be about it.
I mean, yeah, and I'm so incredibly thankful and grateful to get to spend this time with my family and especially my grandparents, especially with my grandpa's leukemia progressing. It's just getting to be there to help them and just to spend time with them and make them laugh. Especially after seeing you see your dad, it just took it to a whole nother level. And I just kind of doubled down on trying to be present.
Yeah, it's just wild that we're not listening to the youth. And the younger and the olders aren't saying, oh, when I was a younger person, I just took this for granted. But now I'm older. I wish I had this. Like adults always feel like the need to tell kids oh, well, sometimes adults are wrong. But also but also we're learning to be able to teach the younger people. We have to be able to be like, hey, I know kids think this at a certain point, but the truth is adults are really like this way. I posted something like that on my Instagram, and it's just, and anything dad now just makes me so sad and teary eyed. And I just get so emotional right away.
I told my dad about your dad, and it was the first time I saw him get a wiggly chin since my great grandpa passed. He could not, that was the moment he said, fuck all of this Scientology shit. Because he thought about, I said, what if I could never see you again? And we went through a period in my life where that was I was on the mainland and he would literally take the ferry over to the mainland, come and get me, and then take the ferry back just to come see me. And so that just, it just, yeah.
It's so, yeah, I'm sorry. I love that. I love that. And I love loves that your music. Literally just said, I'm so sensitive to this stuff. Like I heard him just say to you, "Oh, I'll get it," when you asked for the coffee.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna run and make one, and he's like, oh, "I'll do it."
Like, what the heck? That to me, I wish I could have my dad behind my shoulder, even saying anything like that.
He watches like he's in here a lot of the time while I'm streaming with Fluffer, and he'll have all these good jokes and throw me off and get me distracted.
It's perfect.
But it's amazing, honestly. Just yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I also believe that I wouldn't be able to be as open maybe as I am. I was struggling with that. That's one of the reasons why I knew me and my dad were gonna have trouble having a relationship, because I also I just noticed that a lot of people are controlled by their family's opinions.
Yeah.
And the way that they view them or look at them or help them financially, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just feels like, I think that's literally part of leaving Scientology, was leaving this this idea of like I'm stuck always with my parents.
The preconception that you are trapped.
Yeah.
And also people go on about how, blood is thicker than water, but the whole quote is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb.
And also, blood is sometimes so thick you die because you don't have enough water.
It suffocates you. It can.
Yeah. So
yeah.
whatever.
Exactly. Exactly. And sometimes blood is like absinthe a little bit, and it just makes you fucking weird.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dad. And Lara says hello.
Hey.
Hi, and you're so cool, and what a fun dad.
Also, you're so cool, and what a fun dad.
Oh, thanks.
And very thoughtful of you to bring.
He said he loves your music.
Oh, thank you. Heck yes.
A couple times it got stuck in my mind there.
Oh, it even got stuck in his head. There you go.
Tracks are...
What song?
What? Probably. Can you?
There's a few.
Yeah. He'd have to hear the song because he might not know all the names of them.
No, but I know that that's a real answer, because a lot of people say there's a few. I said, what song?
Yeah, I know you really like "Can You Feel Me."
Can you feel me? You feel me?
Yeah, and he really likes "Learning and Loving."
Learning and loving with you.
The album title.
Oh, Dream Love. Yeah.
Dream love. Who do you want to be? Dream
Tip
love.
of your tongue, yeah. Oh, Fluffer's in the back.
At least I knew it's the
Fluffer's in the back.
Yes. He did know that it was the title of the album, and the album cover was not in his eye view.
Welcome, Fluffer. Welcome.
Fluffer!
Okay, hold on. I need a... Oops. I feel like I need to... first... I feel like we need to turn our camera so we can say hi to Fluffer.
I have a very, very excited mini squirrel here who is not allowed on screen, but she would very much like to say hello to you. She loves you.
Hi, Laura. Hi.
She's called Punk Rock Squirrel. That's the name she goes by.
Punk Rock Squirrel, what's up? Lara FM in the house.
She's going like this.
Yeah.
And this is me on screen, so it counts.
Wow, Tilty. Wow.
That was a nasty job. It did. I'm just coming down.
Love you too, darling. Okay, she's happy now. She's over the moon.
Yay.
She said her favourite's "Oh Darling" as well.
Oh, darling, you keep throwing out your line, and if I needed some sort of cure for my mind,
3 sets of gloves.
Then what will
Sorry,
I do?
I was hearing about the rats getting into the grass seed, and then it just went downhill from there.
Wow.
Papa Bird was doing some ad
So
libs.
Tilty's clearly not keeping their tiaras in.
Obviously not.
Clearly.
Keep those there on the shelf.
Yeah. The bird could use a little more tilt. Well, I mean, yeah.
The bird can use a little more
Here,
tilt.
let me just, there we go. Sideways
There we
camera.
go.
There we go.
We've also got Duck Nana.
I've got the piece that we was working on the other day that I can just carry on with. I did have a question, Lara.
Yes, hold on. I'm just grabbing a mango beer because I randomly, right when Tilty said a drink or something like that, I was like, oh, good, I'm having a mango beer. Ha!
What are you looking for? Finnick? I just had him.
Hey,
I have him right here.
cheers
Yeah, I had
to
him on the
everybody
screen.
across the world, across the planet, and for all the replay crews. Love you all. Thank you all for supporting. We love having these opportunities on YouTube to be able to, what does it say?
Cup of positivity.
Thank you. That's so funny. Positivity.
Yeah.
We're all just our own cups of positivity, aren't we? But I love for the people on the replay crew and everybody that's always supporting, leaving comments. We love to be able to do things like this because it really is therapeutic. And there's so many people watching in so many different areas, headspaces, all kinds of things. And not only does this help kids get out of Scientology and make the word more important about no more kids in Scientology and why that's important. This allows us to do art, to be able to have fun, to be able to be ourselves, talk about things. People can ask questions. I'm super down and okay for questions all the time. They just need to come from a loving place or curious. Like I'm wondering about this.
Ask
And
to
if
learn, not to interrogate.
yeah, don't demand or criticize to learn when you're asking a question. Just ask the fucking question and then you can make your own decision later by yourself. There doesn't have to be like, I'm having a conversation. Oh, that's the answer. I'm out. Like, no, fucking chill the fuck out.
And one answer can lead to 4 more questions too, and that's okay.
Literally, don't ask a question if you're not ready to have a deep, loving conversation. Otherwise, you disrespect your own fucking question.
Yeah.
You devalue your own question if you're not trying to get the full information about something. Anyways, how amazing is this fluffer squirrel?
It's lovely.
I love this. I just love watching you guys. If for all of you who are watching my chat, please go to Fluffer Squirrel's YouTube and subscribe. And same with Tilty Bird. They both have YouTubes and they're both constantly talking about children and the kids of Scientology and how they relate certain traumas and healing methods and things from their past and for children that are coming out of it. Also being able to do art with these people are fucking amazing. Like, and how much love and care you guys have for your own animals and things like that. I love watching. I just love when I need a reset and not hear douchebaggy people on YouTube who are fucking starting and stirring shit and being nasty, just yucky, nasty crap. I'm like, no, bye, bitch. I'm going to Tilty and Fluffer and Rika, and I'm going to just watch them do art. Like, no. Or I'll go somewhere where it's actually fun, healing energy because we can get so caught up in like, oh, somebody's doing this and they're no. Everybody chill the fuck out. Relax your own self so you're not stirring in your own trauma. What is that going to do? Nothing. If you feel emotional, get the fuck out and deal with yourself. You can't go in and deal with something and be an emotional wreck when the problem or the thing needing to be healed is not somebody being an emotional wreck. But understanding that there's an emotional wreck, very valid, occurring, and people have to be able to calmly talk about it or abruptly. I'm trying to work on not doing that. I'm trying to be calm and loving about it and caring. I'm not interested in arguing or having any kind of conversation. if it's not going to be an outcome of, okay, we both want to resolve this. So if we do argue or we do get hyped, let's remember to pull back and remember we're trying to resolve something and not to continue to fucking stir trauma and arguments and all this shit. Anyways, I don't know. I went on a roll right there, but I just feel like I'm able to say all this stuff with you guys. And so I choose you both.
I think there's definitely a lot of projection in the chat, definitely. And I feel like this is why I quite like being like a wallflower. Like I really want to engage in chat and help the algorithm, but sometimes I just like watching, and you really do see people tell on themselves.
Well, yeah, also 100%. Like when I'm spamming the chat, you don't really need to worry about the algorithm.
Yeah. My question is going to be very, very light compared to anything that you've just described.
It's what?
It's going to be very light. It's just
good.
Not a heavy question. I was going to say, bless you. From what I've seen or picked up, you are a foodie. You enjoy good food. You've got good taste.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask. Is there a food from your childhood that you still get nostalgic about that feels so silly now?
You're right when you said that. It's simple. Like my brain just goes to it, and I don't know if it's just because. But my mom, when we were allowed to go to the Sea Org dorms that were like 15 minutes away from the Int Ranch. So it was like, whoa, we got to drive off of the property just to go to our parents' house on Saturday nights. They used to do it on Saturday nights. But it would be late. It would be like 10 o'clock or 11 p.m. at night that the parents would have the one van run, of course.
Oh my gosh.
That would go from the Gold Base to the Int Ranch and pick up the kids at 10 or 11 o'clock at night so that they could drive. This is a long fucking answer, but I'm telling you why. So
no, it's all good.
I mean, as a foodie, we know there's a whole story behind everything. But so they would pick us up if we were lucky, like if my mom got permission and, was able to finish her shit and pick us up. So then we would take the bus and I would be like sleeping. A lot of the times I remember just sleeping on my mom or my dad and they were carrying me. And then we'd go to their dorm and they had set up like a little area where I guess I could just sand this off. They set up like a little sleeping area where we could like watch a movie or something or watch Aladdin or Tom and Jerry in the morning. It was like small tea. Exactly. We feel like we were in a whole new world. And then my mother had chocolate chip cookies from the Gold Base from the dessert from Saturday nights. They would always have desserts on Saturday nights. And so, and she would eat that and she would buy a big bag of salt and vinegar chips. And so I have this very extreme memory of really delicious, obviously homemade cookies, even if they weren't from the standard home, but they were definitely homemade chocolate chip cookies or oatmeal cookies with the salt and vinegar chips. It was the best thing ever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a wholesome memory.
That's a whole memory by itself. But yeah, definitely there's certain food things that still to this day, when I'm like eating chewable vitamin C, I'm like, oh yeah.
You mentioned that on your birthday when you had the freaking orange mimosa. You were like, it reminds me of the vitamin C.
Yeah, there's literally things that I'm just stuck with that I'm like, fucking A. I don't know if I like. And
I'm still mad about the sugarless cake. Like, I'm still mad about it.
I'm so glad you guys are mad with me because I was so fucking mad as a child. I was like, this fucking baker, because I didn't listen to him and because he was a fucking weird little pervert at the time, I guess. I don't know. I was just like, this fucker. Like, and it was, yeah, I was so mad. I just was
absolute ding dong of a baker.
And I can't believe my mom, like, put up with that. I don't know. Can't believe she didn't put up with a lot of things, but yeah. So yeah, the salt and vinegar chips with the cookies, even bread with toast. Oh my God, bread with toast. It's like
Bread
there's
with
this
toast?
weird. Yep, it's just and rice. Oh my God, butter, salt, and rice. Oh,
I love buttered rice. I could have that every day.
Yeah,
that's a simple,
exactly.
just lovely.
But I mean, we had that a lot, but yeah, we had it a lot, but it just always feels like it was just like rice is so comforting. Tiger milk bars. Before my uncle passed away, he knew I loved Tiger milk bars.
Can you even get those anymore?
I can't find them anywhere. And people are like, oh, they're right in my 7-Eleven. Like, bullshit. Prove it to me. Send me them.
I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
In fact, let me.
Tiger,
if you have the original peanut butter or
Tiger milk bar?
Yeah, the Tiger milk bar.
Yeah.
I am putting this up for you. This is for you. Where is it? Oh, right here.
I'm thinking tiger nut milk, but I'm guessing it's not tiger nut milk.
No, it's I wish I could put a picture of it, but if
you know what? Let me Google it. Let me Google it on my thing, and I'll put it. Hold on.
Yeah, it's the original Tiger's milk bar.
Up at the bottom of the screen, like, oh, is that just? Can I just see that?
No, I put that up.
That's the. Oh yeah.
That's the good thing about StreamYard.
The last time I used this, okay, I love when I open up my search history after I've been streaming with Fluffer, because the first thing is hemorrhoids.
What? No, don't put that on me. I had nothing to do with that. There was no need to mention me. I had nothing to do with that.
Well, it was from when we last streamed.
Oh, Tilty's just saying you made them laugh so hard that they got hemorrhoids and they had to look it up.
Yeah, that's
what they meant. Yeah.
No, I got so angry from trying to make sense of L. Ron Hubbard's writing that I got hemorrhoids.
Oh dear, hemorrhoids up your schnang.
Okay.
Oops, sorry.
Oops, that's the wrong one. Tiger's milk bar.
Yep. And no, that one, hold on, let me zoom in. Protein rich. Well, yeah, I'll take those. Those are absolutely fine.
Is this
a box of them would be great. No, that's not it, but those are okay. I love the peanut butter crunch as well. But the original Tiger milk bar, nope, don't want any of those. None of those, nothing other than the original Tiger milk bar right there. Tiger milk bar boxes. They're not fat. They're like literally this thin.
Great taste.
They're not the fatter bars. They're like these thinner.
They're nutrition bars.
They're like a centimeter fat. Yeah.
It says energy-packed snack.
No.
Fortified with vitamins and minerals.
Yeah, but that's not. That's a new version. There's the first one you showed me, Tilty. Go back. The original OG. Here. Click on that. Boom. There's your Tiger milk bar.
But it says an energy-packed snack.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Let me look up original.
Look up Tiger milk bar 1994.
That's the original. That's the one right there.
That's 1994.
Oh, okay. So my dad says that he used to have Tiger's milk. It was like a powdered nutritional drink from the 50s and 70s and tasted like orange juice and milk combined. Oh my gosh.
Disgusting. And I did not have that. I'm so glad.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, she had that in her cover, along with every kind of kid cereal. Everything you wanted, Lucky Charms and Pops. She had them all.
Okay, this has to be the one here.
Yeah, you just.
I mean, it looks like it. It's not. Maybe it's not a fat bar. They're thinner ones. So
they're thin.
If you got a fatter one? Nope, that's the wrong. That's a newer. They have the similar packaging, but they're just slightly different. Did you look up Tiger milk bar 1993 or 1992, 1994?
No, I'll look up 90s.
Just look it up. That will give you the image.
I typed in original, but it didn't do what I wanted it to do.
Question for chat. Do you think I need to, when I was a kid, we ate buttered noodles with ketchup a lot, grilled cheese on salads with steaks and dang, Kelly, YouTube fan, that is way too much ingredients for a child to have at the Int Ranch Cadet Org. No way were we allowed to have all these spectacular grilled cheese on a poor Salisbury steak with mashed potato. Dang.
Here we go. I think this is the one.
No, that is not the motherfucking one. The box is literally brown and orange, just like the original.
A bunch of stuff in there.
Don't make me look it up. I'm going to look it up right here. I'm looking it up.
Here?
This is a bunch of dev tea. Yep. Well, that looks like, is it peanut butter? It looks like it's peanut butter crunch. So there's peanut butter crunch, which I'm okay with, but the original Tiger Milk Bar has no crunch. It's just a soft, literal slab of, all those flavors are delicious.
I like how Fluffer's just sitting here like, what?
Sorry, Fluffer. Are we distracting you from healing?
No.
Okay.
Are you going to work on the piece that we were working on?
Yeah. Okay,
then I'm going to swap to the one that I was working on with you too.
Tiger's Milk Bar 1993.
I was going to ask as well, if you could pick your like favorite meal now, like 3-course meal, what would it be?
Oh, I don't know. I think I just love meat. I love food. So like it would have to be a little bit of like steak, noodles, so like just a little bit of everything would be my ideal scene.
Like
I put my finger in paint.
But like tapas of the world.
All right.
Like inclusive tapas.
Oh yeah, tapas of the world.
Tapas of the world.
Worldly tapas.
That's right.
Sorry guys, I'm looking for the
I was gonna say
this I think is the box. That's peanut butter.
That's okay. That looks like the one that okay. It's just confusing.
So
I don't know.
Anyways, it just little things, but the Tiger Milk Bar, when I have it, I'm like, yum. Like I can eat 50 of these. But my uncle, who was the senior, which is like the above all the ethics of the world, basically. He passed away from colon cancer. Like almost 2 years ago now, and he was in the Sea Org for like 45 years, and he's my brother's.
Oh, wow.
I mean, my dad's brother, and they were on the RPF together. But anyways, when I was at the ranch, he was down here in LA at the HGB, the INT building, and he sent me for my birthday, and sometimes even when I was in the governance group. So I felt so special because I think he didn't know that I was in the out ethics group, and he would still send me like randomly, like every like few months, because for him a box is like $30 or $40, so that would be like a whole paycheck. So it was just so sweet and meaningful. And then like I don't know, I still have it somewhere, but I had this like those pump spiders that you can like scare people with. And he was always so funny and like showing me all these funny things. And then and he sent the pump spider in the package with the Tiger Milk Bar box, and then he passed away later, and it just reminded me like how thoughtful that was for him to spend his whole like an amount of a paycheck worth just to get me a box of Tiger Milk Bars to make me so happy.
That's an extremely wholesome memory.
Yeah.
What color chat do you think I should
I was gonna
I'm wondering if I should put some stickers or something and
stickers,
then paint over it, or
well, then you'd have to tape the stickers. So I would paint and then sticker.
Or should I do some cutout? Ooh, I'm gonna do some cutout linings. That's what I'll do. Ooh, I have an idea. Hold up, wait a minute. This girl's so damn independent.
I was gonna say, since we're doing our series of fluffing the tech, is there any bit of literature that you think it would be really important for us to take apart next?
Yes, like what?
Well, I have like a bunch of the handbooks and stuff from Holly, but I can get some other stuff too. I've also been told that we should cover Dianetics for kids.
Oh, heck yes, absolutely. I'm going to be covering a children's book or something.
The children's handbook?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we're reading right now. It's freaking horrific.
It's disgusting. And I'm going to be doing a live with Miriam and Scientology up north and SP Chef.
Awesome.
Samuel. So that would be really interesting because that shit, like, okay, look, that book, well, let alone, I don't know if any of you guys know this, the What is Scientology handbook was literally all filmed. The production, everything, all the scenes, all the pictures, everything in there was done at Gold Base or the Int Ranch. The children in the What is Scientology handbook are the cadets of the Int Ranch or the cadets
gosh.
It's literally all fake crap. So yeah, go ahead, ask me any motherfucking questions. But yeah, we're definitely we're breaking down the detailing of like the in-depth programming, how they do it without the world seeing it so obviously.
Yeah, and how it's so fucked from bow to stern. Like,
yeah,
when things are backwards and stuff right from the get-go, you're not going to be able to find any sense in it. You're going to have to dive into the nonsense and kind of approach it from that nonsensical point of view, which is really hard to do.
Yeah, and we have to see where it got fucked up.
Yeah. And like there's this quote that I'm going to be putting on this piece: care for a child? Nonsense.
Wait, what is it?
It says care for a child? Nonsense. It's literally from the handbook.
Yeah, yep. Wow. Nonsense.
And I made a short because after we did our live the other day, Fluffer, I started thinking about that one sentence where it was like, your baby smiles to you. That's your baby contributing to you and your household. And then I was like, well, what if the mom has freaking postpartum depression and her baby isn't smiling at her and she starts to spiral, wondering what it is that she's done to infect her infant with, you know, this aberrant behavior already, and just like, it just like broke me a little bit.
Yeah. No, I know.
And that's just one sentence that prompted all of those thoughts. And there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages.
And another thing, when I think when we started speaking and started doing videos on our channels, I did say to you, you know, I don't want to ever say to any of the survivors in this community, you know, I love you, I'm here for you, you're so amazing. I don't think it is, for me, ethically fair for me to put conditional love on someone who has grown up with conditional love, because that is fucking heartbreaking. And when you say you love someone, I think you should really think of is there going to be conditions to this love? Is it, I love you as long as you say what I want you to say? I love you as long as you spend that $50 on what I told you to. I love you as long as you vote the way I want you to vote. I love you as long as you dress this way. I love you as long as you follow this doctor. That to me is not love. It's not love. And that's why I've made a conscious.
But the world has been taught that is love, right?
But there's this. I am such a complex little weirdo. I come from my own little planet of weirdo.
Yeah, it's called Planet Consent, and it's amazing.
But and this is one thing that you know I really did sit and think so hard before I even started speaking in the community. Then again, you know, when I did the list, and then when I did the site, and that's why I try and withhold a lot of my dislikable personality from the channel, because I feel so responsible, obviously, for what I say, but I really do care that much. And I just wish that no child had to grow up with conditional love. Like, I almost feel like it's better to just leave, just go away. And other people who maybe can't have children can go and look after and give that child love. I just think it's one of the most disgusting, heartbreaking, so hard to undo giving a child anything but pure love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
it's yucky. It's like so deep and it's like it's definitely for the rest of our lives. It's just it's always a question of why. Like, why was this okay? Why do humans want to do this to children? You know, why was this ranch established so that children had to work and like do all this? Like, it just seems so fucked up. But also, sadly,
the
there's a lot of
parentification is what's also industrialized.
the what?
The parentification is
Yes.
Yeah. And
I
the
love that you say that.
infantilization. Like the adults think that they don't, you know. Sorry.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's very sticky. It's so dark and sticky. And so, it's in, you know, and if you're relating, a lot of people relate to it because they're involved, you know, they understand it. But at the same time, understanding it and stuff also, is understood by people who have similar experiences and or trauma of the same. So it can feel very personal if somebody's like, why did you take me off the list? And why, you know what I mean? There's the whole thing about the Scientology X community is personal. It is traumatic. Everything about it to each person on their own. It is personal and it's dark. And so, and it's also a good example for the rest of the world to reflect on their religions, on their groups, on who they support, on why they're not, you know, treating their own opposite, you know, opponent or whatever with more respect and understanding and like trying to make the world an actual better place.
And how their behavior or lack of action is contributing to the progression of how things already are.
Right, 100%. So yeah, it's all so different, and I love that again that we have these art space in this community to be able to go through it without having to feel totally alone.
Or it also helps like kind of break down the intensity of the emotion. Like you can kind of like have it processed in a slightly more manageable way when you can do it that way, because it's just, if you share some bit of it, it's going to be less expansive in your brain.
Yep.
And then half the time I have something, Fluffer will say, well, what about this? And it just like completely changes the whole situation in my brain. And it's like, well, how come I didn't? Because that's not how my brain works. And that's why you need to talk to all sorts of different people.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think everyone could do with getting a bit more of, you know, a wider spectrum or someone else's opinion. You know, there might be 20 heart surgeons in an operating theatre, and the most helpful person in that case could be a plumber.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because all of those heart surgeons are all bouncing the same knowledge, the same experience, where a plumber could come in and be like, get this in the toilets all the time. What you need to do is pop something behind it, inflate it, pull it through. Bob's your uncle, fun is your aunt. Off for a tea break.
Yeah.
But they never discredit anyone, never think someone won't be able to, you know, help you figure a problem out.
And how many times I have been, and I'm not saying this in any cocky way whatsoever, I don't give a fuck about ego crap at all. So how many times have I been so helpful, even as a personal assistant or a caregiver, in ways that I only learned through the intensity of being in a fucking mind-controlled cult? Like, I have more empathy. There's different aspects and views that I can give, and like, you know, it's just so I'm not, you know, I don't need to. And even with a nurse or people that are there, you know, on their jobs, being on the same job with me, it's like the amount of input and light that I can give another person, whether they have a degree in something in their division or not. It's still amazing when people are on the same page, or when they're in the same zone of healing, like in the same zone of caring and protecting and loving and having joy. most of the time the outcome is similar. It's and it's not the same answer to the problem, but it is an answer, and it's a healing answer. And I feel like that's what's
better
so
than
cool
silence.
is not every time somebody's answer works for them. And so it's good that there's a community that also have gone through similar things, that they can give them other answers. There's not just one fucking answer for everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that you are very, very empathetic, very wise, very forgiving, very considerate.
At times.
Despite growing up in Scientology, nowhere near because of growing up in Scientology or the cadet or despite all of that. And I think, you know, the amount of people I've seen on the Neil Gaiman video saying, yep, this is Scientologist. Yep, this is what they're programmed. Yep, this is how they're like. A, I want to be like, not all of them. Get your facts right. And B, that's unfortunately the stereotype that you get from being in a group like that. That the group seems to feel like they're better than people, which is what happens in a lot of cult. They have to sell you something, don't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that you are a wonderful example of what you could be, despite all of the disgusting abuse and hardships and barriers in the road that you've come across. And I'd just say that's you, and I wouldn't take that for granted, like, oh, I grew up shit, so I understand it, so I'm nice to people. That's you as a person, and that is so admirable.
That's your power coming through.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Fucking good.
100%. And it's so nice. I still remember that day when that old man come out and was just screaming at you outside, blue, and got in your face, and then DOA just literally turned and bombed it after you to come and help you. He lost his van keys that day.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and
oh
you were
God.
just instantly like, no. And to be in that fight or flight with all that adrenaline still pumping through you, and other people around you with adrenaline pumping through them, and you still had the space, the wherewithal to go, hang on a sec, I'm gonna take a step back, inject some compassion, and was able to get your brain thinking of how and why and what he must be thinking. And yeah, it was a perfect example. Yeah.
Yep. Shit is fucking weird. And I didn't even realize, like, oh yeah, I'm glad I reacted that way, like later, you know.
And that was your natural instinct to do that. And that is despite the programming they tried to do. And that's really, really, really important.
Yeah. I'm going to put on a glove for this, guys. I'm not as cool as everybody with the free bowling hands.
I get paint all over. I got paint on my knees. I don't even know how. It is what it is.
It's a flap. Flaps and handlings. Talk to the MAA.
I'm not achieving a successful 6.0.
You're not.
Oh, I'm wondering actually. Did you know how like the youth do? You know how like teens do if you feel a bit rebellious? Did you ever use any of the language in like the opposite way?
Yeah. You mean joking and degrading?
Yeah, or like banky or something like that. Did you ever try
all the time? All the time. My friends, literally, we still do it today. The friends that I still talk to that I grew up with, we still like use out ethics. That's out ethics. Or knock off the bank.
Yeah.
You're being banky, just knock that off. Or I'll be doing something like interesting or cool, and I'll tell my friend, like, I'll be like, don't you think this is cool? And they'll be like, oh, well, you know, they'll say something like their opinion, and I'll be like, knock off the banky. Or, excuse me, but knock off the H-E-N-R.
Speaking of that, did you notice that I put a little clam sticker on your card?
On my oh yeah, no, it's literally like I was staring at it all stony baloney watching, and then I just was like, we need to do an Artology live stream. That's where that came out of. I was like, I'm Tilty hot, so I decided We need to do this live stream now or it's not going to happen.
We're doing it today or we're not doing it, and it needs to happen, so that's the way it goes.
Period. Get your ethics in.
That's right.
See, that's that. I still use the funny things like that. Like, get your ethics in. Hopefully I didn't fuck that up. Oh, I totally fucked it up. Good job, Laura. FM.
It's not a fuck up. It's a happy accident.
It's a happy accident. Okay, let me get the correct paintbrushes.
Oh, maybe I should get the list of the PDFs that I have and then see which ones Laura thinks maybe we should prioritize. Yeah. Let me do that real quick.
Now, where did I put all my brushes? Duh, they're literally right in my face hole.
How do I
wonder what would happen if, like, a child really, really, like, knew all the rules. They could, like, memorize everything, say, and would just, like, correct the adults there. Would they sort of get, you know, oh yeah, you're great, you're amazing, you get promotion, or would it still be like, oh, I'm still older than you, you still need to sort of have respect and treat me with manners?
No, sometimes they would say that, you know, like we would say, oh, that violates the policy, or, you know, yeah, I would definitely, I was one of those people who would be like, where's the policy? You know, I would be like, where does L. Ron Hubbard say to do that? And,
yeah, I imagine.
I didn't agree with a lot.
I imagine, like, if I got the rules in my head, if they successfully got it, because I'm like quite a stickler for the rules sometimes. Like, I like to know where I am, so I like a certain set of rules. But I imagine I'd been like, that's against policy, and I just imagine being hated by all the adults, because I'd be right.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't say it if I didn't really believe I was right and like have the reference in my head.
Yeah, it's weird. It would be tricky. Some people would, you know, listen to it or listen, you know, it just gets it gets weird the moment you start to care about somebody on their own, like without Scientology, like when you're just like, you feel bad for them or something, and then you're getting in trouble because now you're being a part of their, you know, you're like allowing them to be friends with you because because you like them, but they did something out of ethics. So it's like, yeah, you're always being watched and controlled.
All about radiation. Advanced procedure and axioms. Advanced, or ACC. Oh, whoa, whoops. I didn't mean to close it. Okay. Auditor's Handbook, including intensive procedures. The Basics Dianetic Picture Book. Basic Study Manual. E-meter, case remedies, brainwashing, clear procedure, co-auditor's manual. Creative learning, a Scientological experiment in schools. The future of our society depends on the well-beingness of our children. Well, that's a funny joke.
Well-beingness.
You see like little signs on the wall in the Fallout.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, well, we got to do this one, but I'm trying to find the other list here. For crying out loud! For crying out loud!
For crying out loud! With a pink and blue handkerchief. One of the adults used to say that. Anna Caprillion at the Ant Ranch. She'd say, "For crying out loud!" with a pink and blue handkerchief.
I've never heard that. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like that so much, but I really do.
For crying out loud with a pink and blue handkerchief.
Pistachio, are you yelling at me? Oh my goodness.
I like the saying, don't get your knickers in a twist.
Don't get your panties in a bundle.
Oh, there we go.
Don't get your knickers in a bundle.
Why can I not find... Oh, okay. Dang it. Holly shared too much information with me.
If you don't want too much information, don't go to the Scientology.
Okay. It's in basics, okay? So we've got answers to drugs, it assists for injuries and illness, assists, basics of organizing, children, which is the one we're covering now, communication, ethics and conditions, how to resolve conflicts, investigations, marriage, targets and goals, the aims of Scientology, the case for suppression, the component of understanding, the conditions of existence, the dynamics of existence, the 8 dynamics, the tone scale, which we did and it's gross, the technology of study, the third-party law, and tools for the workplace.
And how do you feel? Would you like to write a success story?
Sorry, I just threw up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm wondering what should be the next one, because we want to do, we're doing the children's one, and then I think we were going to do, Fluffer, we were talking about the marriage one, weren't we?
Child bride, is that what we're doing next?
Yeah, we were going to do, we were going to,
tomorrow? Finishing
tomorrow children.
Yeah.
Finishing the children's book.
And then next week.
That's so crazy.
Oh,
I just cannot believe that.
Can I just mention that we covered Falling from a Pink Cloud,
yes,
by Michelle Francoeur. Thank you. And that's being re-edited and it's being released again on Amazon ebook and audiobook. And he is his channel's on YouTube called Dissect on Sect, because he grew up in a cult and then moved to Scientology and then spent most of his formative years in Scientology. So he has such a heartbreaking story, and I feel like he's in Canada, but I feel like he feels quite alone. So if anyone is an ex-Scientologist, a French-Canadian in Canada, just someone who grew up in Scientology, if anyone wanted to reach out to Michel Dissect en Sect, or keep an eye out for his book. I'm so sorry, because that feels like a plug now I'm saying it. But
he's also on Instagram.
He's such a nice person, and
Aww.
His story's heartbreaking, heartbreaking,
and it's so well written too. Like, wow. You can it's like you can tell it just comes right from him. Like, it's so authentic, and the way that he puts things into words, it made you really feel like you were going through it with him. And I think it really impacted us. I mean, it impacted me. I don't want to say that it impacted both of us, because we're two different people. Apparently.
Oh God, it impacted me. He went to Flag as well. He was, how young was he at Flag? Was he 13 at Flag?
He turned 13 at Flag.
Yeah, just heartbreaking.
Wow. He got to clean David Miscavige's quarters.
It was the year Leah Remini was there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What year? I don't fucking know what the fuck Leah
I can look it up. It might have the approximate date, but I know that he was. I know he cleaned David Miscavige's quarters.
Who was this? What's the name?
Michel Francoeur.
I think he was Le Fletch at the time, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Wow, it sounds. It what? He was what?
Michel Le Fletch. Le Fletch. Oh, Le Fletch.
We have a hard time with brain.
Oh. No, I know. I was just trying to think, because it sounds so familiar. I'm like, I wonder if I knew this person.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's got to be some people, and our tiddly little channels probably aren't reaching the best people for him. I found my notes. I'm flicking through my notes.
I'm opening up the book right now.
7 years old. It's in chapter 13. It must be the end of chapter 13. It says from my notes.
Okay, I'm gonna go look.
Look at us marking together, right? Oh, this is the book where one of my favorite phrases I've ever read in a book comes. It says,
"Same.
Jack Parsons, a guy Hubbard watched masturbating for 12 days in a row." That was Jack Parsons' introduction in this book.
Did we answer this question selfless? Did kids can turn adults into can kids turn adults
I'm gonna
into
mute
ethics regularly? No. No, it was always like we had to secretly report it so that the kid or whoever wouldn't get in trouble. It was always like a big oh, I don't know if I would go there. You don't want to push anybody's button. You don't want to get in trouble for saying the wrong thing. Or what if that what if that executive is Upstat, right? They can get away with murder. That, you know, that's a L. Ron Hubbard policy. So there's just a bunch of fucking weird things that a lot of mixed emotions get put in it, of course. Yes. So there's always these weird, threatening, fucking weird things. So which comment? Curious as to why my last comment was removed. Who removed which share's last comment? You're being sent to ethics immediately.
Sometimes my comment will disappear if I've used too many emojis, and YouTube is like, nah, we're not about that.
Yeah, YouTube deletes comments itself sometimes.
So it could not be a personal thing. It could just be the algorithm being a beehole.
If you said a spicy word.
Hi, Blow Drill. Dylan, what's up, my sweet angel babe friend?
Hello.
I love Dylan. Love you, Blow Drill.
Okay, in 1995.
Thank you for being here.
5.
You're welcome, Dublin. Yeah, nobody did that. Whoever did it, it wasn't on purpose. Which share, we love you. What if that was me? Haha. I literally accidentally delete fucking shit when the phone's in my pocket and stuff. So it could have easily been me. All right, I want to color in something kind of beautiful. I'm wondering if I should just do this whole. No, don't get wild, Lara. Or should you? Why not?
Okay, so I'm thinking it was 1995.
See? Okay. So I was definitely at the ranch, but that's still really cool.
But into 96, 95, 96. I began my confessional with the auditor in the spring of 95. Sorry, Fluffer, I talked over you.
No, I was just saying he would have been 12.
12?
Going there. Yeah, and he went without his parents. His parents weren't allowed to go because of debt. So he literally went by himself, and then he had to get out by himself, and then tried to travel back to Canada by himself.
And the people who helped him had less than honorable intentions.
Just can't even. It's just
wow.
Yeah, it's
warning.
And he has there's a book or something?
A full book. It's called Falling from a Pink Cloud.
Wow, that's such a cool title. Falling from a Pink Cloud?
Yeah, because that's how he described the feeling of dissociation that the e-meter gave him, the relief.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
It's
like
really
hypnotic weird shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really incredible experience. Really powerful.
Oh man, these some stories are just a lot.
Way to put it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to mute because my dad's cleaning something and it's gonna make a lot of noise.
That would be interesting. That would be great to have him on a live stream. I would love to talk to him. But I should probably get to hear some of his story first or read his book a bit. Or
it's just being re-edited at the minute. So we do have I mean, you could even just flick through some of the streams we've done. Tilty's got probably more than I do on their channel than I do on my channel, just because I had like illnesses, and then my dog was very ill and had to rush him for emergency surgery.
Bad timing.
It was a bad old time. So yeah, we got a good few recaps as well, didn't we?
Yeah. We basically started doing it. We got to around chapter 15, and then Christmas happened, the holidays. So we did a recap of the first 10, and then went from there.
Nice.
So
I could literally listen to it when I.
When it comes into an audiobook, that'll be really good for a lot of people, because I know that reading's hard, especially when it's like difficult subject matter.
Especially when you want to be doing like 5 things at once and not just holding a book and reading.
Well, I process the information so much better when my hands are busy as I'm listening too.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's literally what all this Artology and shit is all about.
Yes.
Is being clear with your thoughts because you're not being distracted. I don't know. I just love that.
I finished whatever this is, and the reason I kept switching out is when I do something like this is where I use up all my old pens. So I was just going through all the pens to see what had any ink left in them. And then we've got these lot that are done with. So we say goodbye to these pens, but we have achieved this art.
Rest in peace, pens. Thank you for your service. You will be missed, and your work was valued and will be forever.
And I will take you to the craft shop and put you in the bin that they tell me they will use and recycle you, but I don't know. But it makes me feel better to think that.
I'd like to think they do.
Yeah. Me too.
Let's just leave it there.
Yeah. It's out of our control.
Have you seen my tone scale? My tism versus tone scale. This is the tism tone scale.
Oh my goodness.
I love yours.
That's awesome. Are those little body thetans?
Yeah. So these are they're all sort of color coded to what they are. I haven't finished yet because ADHD. Autism started the table. ADHD prevented it from being finished.
Tale as old as time.
Yes. Tale as old as time. I really like that. That's so cool. You're working on that right now?
Yeah, I can finish some bits off now because what I did, knowing how useful
this one's mine.
I made a little stamp look. So I got a sponge, just a kitchen sponge, and so I just have to paint this and then stamp it on in whatever color I want it.
And I love that.
Oh, yeah.
They all turned out a little different, which is so good because they all have like their own little personalities. My favorite is the one who's trying to run off the page.
This here, that one avoidant? What is that?
Disinterest? He's like, nah, I'm out.
Boredom.
And then I've got my version, which is it's backwards. So the top of the tree is what they think is good, but is actually bad. And then the bottom of the tree, where the roots are, is what is actually good, but what they think is bad. And then I didn't think about it like this, but if you cut the tree off to take the wood, you've still got consent and dream love left.
That is what you need. That's all you need. Arguably.
That's all you need. That's all you need. Everything else is, But yeah,
how
so
ironic. It's like you didn't ask for my consent, so now I have to just dream love.
Yeah.
And no other better solution than dreaming and creating.
I mean, dream love is the exact opposite of Scientology and coercive control.
Literally.
It really is. Like, you're dreaming and you're loving. Those are the two things that are so frowned upon and so essential to being a thriving human being.
Right. That's out of PT. You're out of present time because you're dreaming.
Yeah, you're using loving, your imagination, which is selfish and,
and off purpose.
Exactly.
What makes you think you have time to be dreaming and enjoying your life?
My dad wants to know how, if in Scientology you're not allowed to use your imagination, Tom Cruise got the idea to have sex with a fish.
I was trying to figure out the right
word. They allow exceptions for their high-paying celebrity donators.
She said they allow exceptions for their high-paying celebrity donors.
Imagination to come up with that whole fucking thing.
Yeah, it's not right. It ain't right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just bring this over here. Justice for the fish.
God.
Fish can't consent either.
It's disgusting.
Anyway, back to the scale.
We are already pre-planning a stream for June the 15th? June the 18th?
It's June 28th.
June 28th is World Ocean Day, so we will be doing a stop, save the fish, stop Tom Cruise, or stop Tom Cruise, save a fish. We'll do something.
Yeah.
We'll do a scroll stream.
You have to respect the sea and everything that lives in it.
I'm kind of drawing to see.
Oh yeah.
Look, guys,
that's looking lovely.
Way cooler up front.
That looks really pretty. Oh, I'm loving that.
I found my notebook now. So we start here at the can we see the rainbow? The little rainbow BT there? So that's number 5, liberation. Which was previously part of 1-1. We've split 1-1 up into liberation and then perversion because they're 2 very different bloody things, and he's trying to describe both in one. No,
and you don't get to do that. It's not peanut butter and chocolate.
In the TISM tone scale, because things have to make logical sense. So, number 5, the best of the best, liberation. Number 4, exhilaration. Number 3, enthusiasm. Number 2, cheerful. Number 1, content. 0 is sympathy. So we're just going off a baseline of 0 is sympathy. -1 is disinterested, and that's why this little one's buggering off page, yeah. Apathy's next. We haven't picked a colour out for apathy yet.
We were toying with grey, but...
Yeah. Anger, pain, resentment, anxiety, fear, remorse, grief, hopelessness, broken from LSD, completely fucked. That is my tone scale. It makes sense. It is ordered from, you've got 0 sympathy, which is a baseline, plus what is contented, which humans are always, humans don't live at a base level of content. So I've put that at number 1. You see the logic, you see the sense, you see the numbers going full. Just get 1. So this is it. I've gone really
fluffing the tech.
Fluffing the tech.
You're just a bunch of squirrels, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm not just squirreling the tech, I'm fluffing it as well. I'm doing all sorts of out PR things to this here tech.
They
and I'm
thought you'd only squirrel it, but you took it a step further. And then I made it totally DB Crim, because it goes from the top here. You've got give me your moneyness. And see, this is going to go down as you deprogram, right? So give me your moneyness. It's the serenity of total beingness. It's all about give me your fucking money. Then we got piss baby, which is just like raging narcissism. And then we have hypnotic cruelty, which is like just KSW. Rage hemorrhoids, which, I mean, masturbating for Satan, because it's only okay if it's for a ritual, right?
Well, maybe.
Even then.
It depends if you get approved.
Well, I mean, if he said... Approved. Exactly, because I mean, if you're thinking about Jack Parsons, it's probably going to be okay. But otherwise, then we've got aquarium exploitation, and then we've got petty revenge, suppressive control, only friendship for Jack Parsons. Okay, and this is where we start getting better. Degraded being, self-aware, mindful, reconciliation, kindness, scallywag, whimsy, consent, and dream love. And even if they tried to chop our tree down, we've still got consent and dream love.
Good.
In the roots and the stump. Because that's what it's built off of.
You didn't have any rage hemorrhoids in there. I thought you wanted
no, that's up near the top. That's up near the top. Right here, right underneath. So right underneath hypnotic cruelty.
Sincere apologies. I'm sorry. I
even made a paint that color in honor of the story.
I apologize.
Apologize again.
I apologize.
I forgive you.
With a hard apology.
Apology.
Apologize.
Oh dear.
So Sorry if it's making a tapping noise. I have to get the perfect blending in.
You don't have to tell me about blending. My goodness. Half the people out here don't know how hard it is to blend glitter. Do you know how hard it is to fucking blend glitter evenly? You gotta have light shining on the right way to make sure that the glitter blend is not like you streaky. Oh.
Okay, so now I need to rinse out my little paintbrush here. Hold up, everybody.
Hold up. I don't know why I was going to do that to Too Hot by Kool and the Gang, but that's where I'm at. Care for a child? Nonsense. Can't believe he actually wrote that. That is in a book. People read that.
It's hard to read. I feel like reading is a stretch. Like
it's like you're deciphering a code as you're trying to read and you're trying to analyze it.
Yeah, it's not that. Like, I know I can't read. I know I can't read good anyway. But that was hard.
You read just fine. It's the subject matter and the way that it's written. It is
the grammar. The grammar alone is awful.
Fucking punctuation. This dude does not know punctuation at all.
Ever heard of a fucking comma?
Ever heard of a fucking semicolon? You fucking.
There's only one colon he's interested in, and that was Jack Parsons. I'm sorry.
I missed that one.
Oh.
Maybe it was for the best.
It might be.
Maybe semicolon.
I said there was only one colon he was interested in, and that was Jack Parsons.
Just a good old 1-1 joke.
Okay.
It's very suppressive, but that's, it's my kind of suppressive.
Joker and degrader. That's me.
Yeah, major.
Yeah. I would have took pride in that. Like, Class Clown. This is like a step up from Class Clown. This is like, give me a proper title, will you? Give me the title I deserve.
Exactly. It's like Court Gesture, but like legit.
This is how. What did they say? What did the judge call DOA in court? He said he was
a gadfly.
A gadfly, yes, that was it. That's how he felt about that. Is how I'd feel about getting called a joke and degrader. I'd be like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, like the lad's a showman.
Put that on public record for me, will you? Bluffer is a joker and degrader.
I would love that to be on my file. Are you kidding me? They wouldn't like me. I just really don't think they'd have the patience to even deal with us for 5 seconds. Like,
oh yeah, no.
And this is the thing. They don't know what they're dealing with.
Who's us?
All of us.
Okay, guys, I have to let this part of my thing dry. Kind of looks like a face.
It kind of does. It's like, I'm a robot. I will make music. I don't know why my robot voice was so annoying, but,
it's all just judgment.
Sometimes it just comes out that way, and that's all you can, is what it is.
I wonder if I would just have done better with peeling this all off now. Let's see. I'm going to peel this all off, and then I can see what I want to do. Okay, guys?
It's also sometimes nice to peel that off before everything dries, so if you need to touch it up, it doesn't give you, like, a weird layer. Like a line segment thing, you know what I mean? trying to...
Yeah.
You're picking up what I'm putting down.
But it should be pretty easy. Let's see. We can let it all dry.
Okay. So I did want to ask, because I found the PDFs. Okay, so...
Oh, whoops.
I kind of think that it would be good to cover either the case for suppression or the dynamics of existence kind of stuff. Or how to resolve conflicts.
Did you see Blow Drill's thing?
No.
I popped it up on the screen.
Oh, I see. It's for when you go one toke over the line, I guess.
Not okay.
Not okay. Not okay.
Oh, yeah, mine would, 100%. Like, the stuff that comes out of my mouth is not good. Off stream, 10 times worse. Well, I would say worse, where other people would say funnier.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. It's factual. Oh, or you know what one might be good to do? The aims of Scientology.
The aims?
Yeah.
The aims.
Oh, that's just a little pamphlet. It's just a little pamphlet. Never mind. I thought it was a whole thing.
No, but there are the aims of Scientology.
Yeah. Oh, for crying out loud. It's being all friggin' slow on me because I'm trying to do too many things.
Crying out loud with pink and blue handkerchief. I will not have it anymore. Kate, do you want to do a Socrates was called a gadfly.
Tilty, would you want to do a stream just on arbitration itself? Just like we'll go through what arbitration is in Scientology. And then just what it is what it should be, in general, like legally speaking. Absolutely. And then we can always direct people to Lara and Serge and whoever else is covering it, just for more details.
Absolutely.
Yes, I would love that. Explaining exactly what the arbitration is.
I mean,
what that means from the Scientology perspective and what Sea Org members and OSA and shit do when you go in to do that. And then also what that means as a legal standpoint.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck why does Scientology have anything to do with any kind of arbitration? It's such bullshit. Period.
I feel like because we do our streams in vertical, so it goes in the shorts feed. So people who might not be listening the whole time or might not have any clue, we're probably quite a first listening to this. So it's good to be able to direct people to where much better information is.
Yeah. I agree. And these are the little things that, not little, but the little steps that mean so much to informing people and getting the word out. These are the things.
Well, and they say communication is the universal solvent, but how are we supposed to solve anything if they're not communicating the way that we communicate and we don't know how to communicate with the way that they communicate, and no communication is actually being communicated when anyone tries to communicate with the other person who's communicating. Ah!
I almost didn't think you were going to get through that, Tilt. Communication is a universal solvent.
Mm-hmm. And they're saying words and we're reacting, but they don't mean that word this way. And we think that, and it's just, there's so much, it's just, yeah.
It's like L. Ron Hubbard couldn't have made it any more fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's so disgusting.
It's needlessly pedantic and cruel at the same time.
Yeah, but that's what I mean when the whole fear thing, you know, the fuck fear, people trying to give you fear, or manipulators, things like that. It's like, why should you be fearful? If somebody's trying to make you fear, they're just showing you that they're a manipulative, fucking other intentioned person.
Exactly. Especially when you know that you're in the right.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly. In my opinion.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in for you guys on my fucking, I
didn't know a fucking can zoom in.
Yes, on my...
That's good to know.
My, so great, my Picasso instrument here. Sorry.
Bless you again, my goodness.
Thank you. It's going to dry, and then when it dries, I can start making cool stuff out of it.
Yeah. I'm always so impatient. And then I forget you could use like a hair dryer or a heat gun.
Yep.
To speed up the drying, and I always forget about that, and I never bring it down into the shop. And I'm like, well.
Oh, like a heat gun. Oh, I should get a heat gun. Huh. That'd be good. I should get a heat gun. But
you can even just use a blow dryer for your hair, actually.
Oh, okay. I have that.
But
I'm going to put one of the blow dryers. Yeah, I'm going to put one. Yeah. Not to light everything on fire.
Well, yeah, I mean, unless that's your intention.
But you know. Okay.
Not judging.
Okay, well, I'm going to leave you guys here for a little while I clean up and put some of this stuff together.
All right.
But I hear you guys. I'm still here. I'm literally still here.
You're here, but you're not here.
I am here. I'm literally here. I want you guys to ask me more questions. Anything you want. Also, I just like hearing what you guys are saying because it's also showing me how much information you guys already have, which is so great.
I wonder, you know how like I don't know if it'd be legal, but like if you went near any sort of Delphi schools or like near any of like Int base or anywhere, would you be able to do like here you call it busking? Is it called busking? Like you do like a mini pop-up concert,
like a street show,
like a street show. Could you do that outside somewhere, like loud enough for them to hear? Because imagine there's a mini Lara in there. Imagine hearing someone.
You mean in like the Delphi school area?
Yeah,
like just any Scientology like flag, for example. Like I know, like could you stand outside where there's that hotel when people
Fort Harrison?
No. It's like birthings. It's like where people get sent from all over who all go training. They go and have like their are they chalets?
I don't know.
I forget what they're called.
Call them. But yeah, they're like little units people live in, and they all go outside in their jammers for roll call, and then they go back and then they go to flag for like their training. They're the ones who sleep all night. It's ones who study all night and sleep in the day.
Oh, the like the TTC, the night crew, day crew.
So like imagine just somewhere like that where there could be like a massive like group of people or a school or anywhere where you could just go and do like a mini pop-up concert. Would that be legal? I just imagine how powerful that would be.
Yeah. It just depends.
Not turn up and... Sorry.
No, it just depends really what I'm going to do depending on when it would be not permanent or not.
Right. Okay.
But, art, we do have free speech, and theater art is protesting, etc. So, I would just have to plan it really smart and like sweet and perfectly. But yeah, it just takes, I would love to have more support, like people wanting, and I do have some, I just want more of the community, more of them bringing their art and really like their editing skills and like I want to do it where it's like becomes more than just a quick thing for people. It
Yeah.
becomes more of an art piece, and a video can be done that explains it, and that can be shared, etc. You know, or where it's on social media or something where it can be shared to the broader public, and it becomes more in like just more of a purposeful message and intention.
I think Fluffer was thinking about you playing outside of one of those things and a little Laura inside of there hearing it and going, yeah, fuck this shit.
Totally. Yes, exactly. And I do believe that me doing that does bring that approach. It's just a lot of work, like getting there, not getting swatted, things like that.
Oh, yeah. And making sure you have all the bylaws and stuff for that area down so that if anyone does try to do anything, you can say, no, that's not right because of blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So I know here, if you want to protest, like you have to, do whatever and get permits. But if you're just going to busk, if you're like, no, I've just got a hat down there. If you want to give me 50p, if you want to give me $1, give me $1. If you're not, move on.
Yeah. And then I just have to do it where it's entertaining for myself as well, where I'm like, delivering art in a way that I want to, and where it's like actually delivering a message, not just doing a show, but also like, exactly. Having it like where my music and the sound and everything is coming across on the live streams and stuff, like, because that stuff annoys the shit out of me as an artist. And as a music person, to like put all this effort into a great show, and then literally I hear it later on the live stream later, I'm like, oh, this sounds like shit, but that's all I have, But the live show sounded great. It's just totally different from a recording audio perspective.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, things are always better live. That's just the way of it.
That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. But
I gotta write down the arbitration thing because I'm gonna forget it.
Also, I feel like me and Serge are gonna do more child bride pop-up stuff. So that'll be fun.
And you have a piece for that now too.
Yes.
Aha, I have found my... Making noise. Making so much noise.
Sorry.
No, not you. Me. I'm smash crash bashing around. Hi, Pistachio. I know. My cat is like, you have not been giving me any attention.
What do you think about that?
I was jamming. Now just picture Selfless crouched down, giving those a good whack. That'll be a treat.
Oh, Selfless would nail this. Selfless would fucking see. It's gonna be great when Selfless is in town. We can do a bunch of protesting, music stuff, all kinds of stuff.
Okay, so Fluffer, you said arbitration, what it is and cost, what it should be. Examples.
Sorry, I'm just saying goodnight to.
Oh, no worries.
So yeah, arbitration. Because this is the sneaky thing when they use words like auditing. The general population are like, oh, I know what that is. I might not know what they mean by it, but I know that word. And I feel like just being like, no, you don't. And you can't take that for granted with anything else.
Yeah.
Please do it. So yeah, arbitration, what it is, with Scientology's definition, and then what it actually is.
Okay. And then some examples of situations.
Yeah, just compare and contrast and just be like, oh, this one's psychopathic. This one is reasonable. Warranted.
Wait, so when are you doing this? With the arbitration stuff?
Probably next week. Next week.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I feel like you guys should just start it now.
I've got to go to bed soon. My daughter's just come in and been like, oh, I'm gonna go sleep. I'm like, oh dear, it must be quite late then.
Yeah, it's 8 hours ahead there across the pond.
And we do our research as well, don't we?
We do.
We do try and research and have a look at. We've tried
and we also try to use critical thinking and questions, and then like if we don't get it, we try to sit there and analyze it and be like, okay, well, what could they be trying to mean in their own context of things? It's really helpful having literary analysis quirks, because I'm finding it coming in handy. Did we lose Laura?
I think we did.
Welcome to another edition of Pate and Ponder over on Laura's channel.
Maybe that was Laura's just way out. She's like, you know what? You should do that now. Bye. Okay. So we are all gonna learn together.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear. That reminds me of the Chuckle Brothers. You remember the Chuckle Brothers?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Also, I don't know where I had oh, I found Child Dianetics.
Ugh, why are you so excited? Never.
Because I thought I didn't have it. That's the only reason. That is the only reason. I'm just wondering if there's anything that's specifically on arbitration. Introductions to Scientology ethics. Lives you wish to lead but never dared.
I think there'll be stuff on Tony Ortega's blog. Also, Jacob Harkey has stuff on his YouTube.
Phone died.
Hello, welcome back.
Oh.
Sorry, but that was perfect. Phone died, so now it's perfect. You guys were talking about the arbitration thing, which is so perfect. Because my attention is really on Valerie Haney's case right now, and she's went through all this arbitration. So
I just, oh dear, I can't.
Oh dear, dear, what happened, Jolly?
Oh, golly, gumdrop.
Thank you, Anne, by the way. And thank you for the megaphone for Laura and her music. Sorry, go ahead, guys.
I feel like if people knew what the arbitration was and what it entailed and what she's been through already, they'd be horrified. And I think it's just through that language barrier, and he's been a sneaky shitbag by twisting already known words.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's literally, I feel like, you know, not right now because it's very late and my brain's not working. It's 10 to midnight here, okay? I'm normally in bed by
You're doing your best.
You're doing your best.
But I feel like there'll be some great comparisons. So if we go on the stream and I'm like, okay, scenario 1, domestic violence, okay? Would we send this person back to their partner to see how it, like, is that okay? Okay. Number 2, you know, like animal abuse. This person's done this, this, and this, this, and this to their beautiful little Labradoodle. Do we send the Labradoodle back to this place? No? Okay. How about in this situation, and then say the Valerie Haney case and all of the arbitration and the ridiculous way she had to escape, because she was literally going around opening boots, praying that a car boot would be open so she could possibly lay in it for goodness knows how long, and maybe be drove away by a stranger who maybe would or wouldn't essay her. Like, it's literally insane. This is what I mean. If I feel like if we're on stream and mine is I just come up with similar things, that's my way of communicating. And I feel like if we could put that into perspective for people, especially people who knew nothing about it, would be so shocked and outraged that especially it's going on in America now. The land of the free? What? No. Free to what? Like
exactly.
Like what, unless you sign up for Scientology, then you're no longer in the land of the free. Then you're in the land of David Miscavige. Like what? Sorry? Like I just feel like it can be said in ways to really have the penny drop with more people. I know people in the ex-Scientology movement, we're here because we care. Well, most I'm not just going to speak for myself. I'm here because I care.
Yeah.
And I just can't imagine there's not more people out there who wouldn't be horrified, outraged, or shocked by at least one of the 10 million disgusting things that happen. And I think this is a really strong one because of the hypocrisy, the fact it's abuse of the legal system.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's like government-backed torture in America to Americans. I'm like,
it's industrialized exploitation. It's disgusting. It's a business.
Yeah, it literally is.
And you know,
and the thing is, as I notice, Scientology uses a lot of policies and like the structure organization wise that the LAPD and stuff use. So it really muddies up the waters of like you don't really separate what is Scientology and then what is them actually just using a business and an organization to like literally get people to do what they need legally to fuck other people over.
Yeah.
I'm just touching up some stuff.
That's a really great sign. And it's really great colors as well.
Huh?
I think you've used really, really great colors there.
Mm-hmm.
Me or who?
Yours.
Yeah, just with the sign.
Mine is not.
No, I like the colors because the red brings out like the anger, and the green brings out like the disgust and the sickness, and the purple brings out the power you're fighting it with. And I just attribute feelings to colors.
Also, purple is like pure whimsy. Like that is you at your purest. It's like purple. Like that's, you know what I mean? Wow. Like that's the core of your goodness.
I didn't even know that.
That's how I feel about it. That's not what it means. It's just.
Well, I like that.
Also, I always think like purple's a good color to represent like innocence. I don't know. Fluffer, in these PDFs, there's one called Investigations. And I think that might be a good one to read. I was just going to read this little piece here. It's called Investigations, and it's like how to investigate things inside.
Okay.
And then there's some quotes here, like, people easily buy imaginary data. To relieve the discomfort, they distort their own observation by ignoring the outpoint and concluding something else. But this one is investigatory actions. Corrections of things which are not wrong and neglecting things which are not right puts the tombstone on any organization or civilization. This boils down to correct investigation. It is not a slight skill. It is the basic skill behind any intelligent action. Suppressive justice. When justice goes astray, as it usually does, the things that have occurred are 1. Use of justice for some other purpose than public safety, such as maintaining a privileged group or indulging a fixed idea, or 2. Omitted use of investigatory procedure. All suppressive uses of the forces of justice can be tracked to one or the other of these. aberrations and hate very often find outlet by calling them justice or law and order. That is why it can be said that man cannot be trusted with justice.
Wow. And nor can L. Ron Hubbard, clearly.
Yeah, I love how much of these books is self-snitching.
Yeah, exactly, because he is a fucking con. He's a user. He is what he's preaching.
There's even a line in some of the things in the children's book. Whoo, gets me a little ruffled. Ruffles my feathers.
What was it? What was the line that you're thinking of?
The line, it's not even this one that I have written on here. Caring for a child? Nonsense. It's not even that. It's there's one line where it's like, it was something about the crimes don't go away if you're, there's like something about, I'm going to have to find it because it's going to bug me. God, I hate this handbook. I hate this man. Every time I read his words, I feel like I have bad breath.
Oh my God, that is so funny. Did you hear that? She said, they said, I hate this man. I just can't. Every time I read his words, I feel like I have bad breath. So fucking funny. So funny. I'm telling you, Tilty. You should be a comedian.
Okay, where is it?
Okay, this needs to go into the jar of...
And the thing is he'll write like one sentence across 4 pages, and it's like, where do you find
comma?
Yeah. Yeah, I love this. Yeah. The child has a duty towards you. He has to be able to take care of you, not an illusion that he is, but actually. And you have to have patience to allow yourself to be cared for sloppily until by sheer experience itself, not by your directions, he learns to do it well. Care for the child? Nonsense! He's probably got a better grasp of immediate situations than you have, you beaten up adult.
Oh my God.
I'm going to have... I'm sorry, I have to go before any more of this drivel goes in my brain.
Yes, please go to sleep and not have this happen to you again.
Love you, Fluffer. This was so fun. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate you so much.
And can we see your amazing
Foxy
painting? Your amazing what you've done so far. Sorry.
Which one?
No, not the Foxy. Tilty's always excited about the Foxy.
Well, I love it.
The one you were just doing with the tone scale, I love that. Get a full zoom in for everybody. Heck yes. Look at that. So beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
This is the gay one.
That's the cute gay one, everybody. I love it. Oh my God. Oh, so that one must be 1-1, of course.
Well, yeah, I mean, clearly.
1-1 I split up.
Yeah.
So that's number 5 is liberation.
The peace signs, 1-1.
Yeah.
Nice,
liberation.
yeah.
And then perversion. Where's perversion on the list? Oh, I'll have to double check that. Leave that off.
Well, maybe on a more exciting note, when you have more sleep.
Yeah. And this is the one I did today. If you've got any old pens and you want to use them up, just do something like this. Works really well.
Just put some colors on the page.
So pretty. That's so awesome. I'm going to outline all these letters like you did, darken them.
I love outlining the letters. It really just makes them pop out. And
it's so therapeutic too, though.
Selfless is so good at doing that in chalk.
Oh, he is. Literally. Yes. I was like, I need to have more art in my game here. Like, the chalk art.
Yeah, Fluffer, you have to. It's so good.
It's so good. That's
well, you don't have to, but
Selfless, and then Pearl will be up next. And ZDT got arrested today, didn't he?
Yes. What?
I didn't say that. I didn't
And
say
you
that
know, the
name.
thing is that it really sucks. Of course, my empathy heart goes even to fucking asshole him, you know, like,
well, yeah, because you're too kind.
well, yeah, but also I just feel like I'm not excited to see somebody in jail.
I am if that person's a danger and they could not hurt innocent people. Yeah.
Yes,
He's a danger.
Agree.
He's a disgusting, dangerous person. So
he smells like he has a stinky beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
you've really got to ghost them to make me be like, nah.
Yep. No,
And
he's
I'm
a
like,
fucking piece of shit. He's a
Yeah.
piece of shit. But yeah, so I just think that I wish we had more justice on taking Scientology down, but I guess it's baby steps and this is part of it, you know?
Exposure. Like
precedent.
The internet and whatever, they like big sensational things. And, you know, it's really hard to hear about. I know I can't believe I'm saying this, it sounds so stupid, but it's really hard to hear about abuse, especially that of children. Whereas people are going to go, this pedo's been arrested. And people get on that, and that'll be sensational. And people will clip together loads of his videos and let everyone know he was paid by Scientology to go and harass.
It's going to snowball.
It's been subpoenaed already. I'm really genuinely excited for what this will bring out about Scientology, and so many more people will watch it just because who doesn't hate a pedo and who doesn't love one being taken off the streets?
Also, it's another example of it's another example of a judge getting more exposure to dealing with some of these more online things because they don't seem to kind of understand a lot of the intricacies of how a parasocial like online community can be. And so like just getting the judges more experience with that is good in general.
Yeah, and also having, for sure, I always say this, having more on the records of people who have, who keep winning these cases against Scientology, showing
like they
that
say, it's all data.
Yeah, and showing that in other cases, literally saying, look, they already did this in this other case that got dropped or got won by the defendant, or you know what I mean?
Precedent, so they can refer to it, and people like having an easier job.
And that's literally what they do to protesters. They try to get them all fucked up and arrested so that nobody else wants to protest.
Oh, I shared something today on my YouTube on the community channel, and I watched it, and I don't know things, so I've watched it. I've gone through the comments. It looks like a legit thing to do, and I just thought that could be a really handy thing. It's just this person obviously had this thing printed out of what to read when he was stopped, and he just said, "I'm invoking all these rights." From now on, if you ask me anything to speak to solicit, it was so good. It's a short and it's on my community page. And I did think of Scotty in his van being able to.
That was so incredible.
Yep.
Having that written on the van, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna let you go.
We're learning these little things as we go, and they're really important. They're key little things, but they're important. Nothing is great that doesn't take a little bit of time to really become great, you know? So
exactly.
Yeah.
And I've got to go because I've got to shut up.
Yeah, go to bed.
You. Bye.
Get out of here.
Bye, Flupper.
Thank you. Bye.
See you soon. Ciao bella. How would you say they, them in ciao bella? How would you say ciao bello? Ciao bella?
Well, in
ciao
Italian,
belle. I'll just say ciao belle.
Yeah, or ciao belly, because can be, because I can be neutral instead of E or A, depending.
Wow, fun.
I was just gonna say, you know, what is right and what is easy are seldom the same thing.
What is right and what is easy are seldom the same thing, or
usually the hard thing to do is the right thing to do, and usually the easy thing to do isn't always the right thing to do. Like if it's hard, you probably know you're doing what you should be doing.
Okay.
Like a lot of the time it's really hard to make the right choice when you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of the times people are protecting other people's feelings, you know, instead of And that stops them from making the right choice. Oh, I don't want to upset all these people.
Yeah. Instead of just being honest and handling it moving forward.
Yeah, exactly.
If you upset someone, then that's where you stop and work on the communication from that point.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the time people will have an argument or disagreement and they'll just give up and stop trying to understand the other side. And it's just good to take a break and come back to it sometimes. I don't know. I'm rambling.
No. It's good. Ramble, because we're just finishing our fun thing. This was such a good little thing for us to start doing. I love
my gosh. I'm so happy right now.
Even taking the time to like do this and knowing like, okay, good. We did it. So now I know we can do this again. Yes. And to be able to always have a perspective from a whole different country, you know, it really is for you and
2 different countries.
That's what I mean, from whole different, you know, view and laws, and even like, you know, even the protesting things, even for Miriam, Scientology up north, Denmark, they have totally different laws when it comes to the protesting.
Oh yeah. And just the attitude and kind of like the cultural way that the people carry themselves and just their demeanors are different across I love seeing that. I love that.
Yes,
there's so much rich culture and it's so beautiful. And especially now when it's like so expensive to travel or go anywhere or do anything, we get to go and like, you know, Scotty goes for a drive. I get to go for a drive and see some mountains. Are you kidding me right now? Yeah. That's amazing.
Exactly. Yeah. I know.
You know, it's beautiful. It's just connection. It's connection. And we just need to emphasize that part because that is just so fucking essential.
Yep. It's so important. I hope I'm not
bless you
my sign.
I think you're allergic to birds.
Nope, I'm allergic probably to everything in this fucking loft. My animals.
Yeah, I'm like mildly allergic to cats, but I have 4 of them and don't care, and I put my face right in their fur anyway because I'd rather.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I just at a certain point, I'm like, what? I'm not gonna not touch them.
Exactly. Like, nah, it's not happening. I will suffer and love. Thank you very much. I choose to suffer and love.
Nothing I have not been used to before.
It could be worse.
It could be worse. It could be suffering for something you don't love.
Exactly.
Aw. How amazing. Animals are so therapeutic.
They're
and healing and just like, reminding us like, oh look, well, we still have our little animals to take care of. So
and like when you have that bond, like I was crying earlier and she just comes over and she rubs up against my foot and looks up and just goes and it's like, oh my god,
it's like, oh yeah, it's not as crazy.
Yeah, and it kind of helps you pull yourself out of your own feels
crap.
a little bit.
You're like, okay, exactly. I love it. It's kind of snaps you out of
it helps you take out from being the emotion to feeling the emotion.
Yeah. Exactly. Being. Exactly. Yeah. It feels like you are it sometimes.
It consumes you, and that's yeah. Especially things like anxiety.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm so glad Fluffer was able to join. That was awesome.
Yeah. I was like, oh, wait, Fluffer? Did I not invite the Fluffer? And then I realized, oh, I was like, let's get this shit on the road.
Let's go.
Let's go with this child therapy, healing, painting, art, allowed to be.
Well, and like I said, like I didn't get to do fun activities with friends growing up either. And so like, this is like making up, this is like, we're sitting at a table and we're just drawing.
Having a glass of wine. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's just like, wow, I'm 11 years old and I'm getting to do what I want.
Yeah. Finally. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't have to be scared that I'm doing it or feel guilty or bad or, oh no, I haven't dusted all 6 of my figurines in the last 3 hours. I better go and do that so I don't get locked in the room,
Yeah, totally.
I was like, fuck.
That's so funny. Oh, okay. Let's see. That's good. I love how the colors pop all the words.
Okay, it's really bold.
I feel like I still need to outline it though. Hold on.
It's really bold. I love that.
Hold on, I'll be right there.
Child auditing is child abuse, and the abuse of a child is the business of everyone who knows about it.
Maybe a little. Maybe a little. Just teasing. Okay. I have these awesome pens. Oh, this is for, fabric shirts. Yeah.
Oh, is it like a paint pen? Oh, Posca? Yeah. Yeah, those are cool.
I have like this. Hold on. Oh, yeah.
For my birthday, I got something similar, but they're by Copic. It's basically the same thing, though.
Uh-huh.
Paint pen.
Paint pen. Like this one?
Yeah. Ooh, that's a nice thickie.
Yeah. Fatty daddy.
That guy's got some girth.
It's going to give you more girth right about now.
I think I'm going to save this to finish tomorrow so that I'm not completely at a loss of what to do on the stream in the morning.
Okay. No, that's amazing.
But made good progress. Care for a child?
Look.
Nuts.
Oh, I have totally not been paying attention to the chitter chatters. Hi, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Which share gifted 10 LFM memberships. Normally I have Ashley here with me to explain all of my comments and beautiful things and trolls and everything. And
I can't, but honestly,
like
my
buddy right now.
I'm pretty upset at Ashley right now. Like, I'm taking this personally. Like, how could she do this specifically to us on purpose the first time that we're streaming together? I just, like, Ashley, come on.
It's just not fucking cool.
No. I feel neglected. I feel rejected.
Ashley, do you hear this? Oh, Ashley. Was somebody taking a little nap, Ashley?
Oh, what do you know?
I was not taking a nap. Oh, I'm stepping on your shoe. I was not taking a nap, okay?
Sure.
Well, not to you, Tilty. No middle finger to you. I was just closing my eyes and then...
She was just closing her eyes. No.
She was just using the power of imagination.
She was planning her day for tomorrow,
That's right.
While I was closing my eyes.
Okay, are there any letters I need to darken up the children, right? Right here? Yeah, that's clearer now, right? The C.
Yeah.
A little bit or no?
Yeah, it makes it a little bolder. You could even double outline children. Like, you could do it with black and then do it with yellow or something.
Ooh.
Like you did legal, but like...
Ooh, okay.
I'll
do that. Oops, I messed up the I. Isn't that funny? Ashley was here.
Ashley! I'm so glad she liked her art.
Call me out.
She said she's so glad that you liked your art.
Oh, yeah, I loved your art, Tilty.
She's still trying to argue with me.
Well, and I was trying to figure out, I was like, well, I haven't spent as much time with Ashley as the others, but I know what colors she likes, and then I saw that fucking badass glow-in-the-dark piece, and I was like, oh, I'm going neon.
Oh, hell yeah. And you went cilantro.
I drew cilantro just for you, okay?
Because she knows I make fun of her for not liking. Guys, by the way, Tilty does not like cilantro on her tacos.
I can't have cilantro. My mouth says no.
What?
Does it taste a little bit like dish soap?
Okay, so I have the gene, and I will argue it does not taste like soap. It tastes
like
worse than soap.
Metallic, like metal?
It's like bad.
Like metal a little bit.
Kind of.
Can I ask you a question from the chat?
But you know what? You know what cilantro does? It detoxes metals out of the body.
Oh.
And obviously people use it for flavor and all of that kind of shit. But hey, it detoxes the body. Okay, so which share? Thank you for the memberships, you angel sweet baby cheeks.
So
again,
we should write
you little chicken butt. You and your sweet. They're just. I love you guys.
Laura, question.
Yes.
What's your favorite Canadian candy or treat or snack that you love that you can't get there? I've been asking over and over, but you haven't looked at your chat in a long time.
I'm so rude. That is so rude. Who the fuck just said that? For that comment, Nico. Oh my God, Nico. I am just trying to be nice and it's rejected. Will somebody please answer me? All right, fine. There you go, Nico. I love you so much. What is your favorite Canadian candy or treat or snack that you love that you can't get here? I think it's what's her name? I forget what her chat name was. I remember her actual name. We'll just say Lynn. She sent me from Canada a thing of freaking maple butter syrup, and it's good. Oh my God. What? Linda, my Canadian friend Linda. She's
no, but like candy though.
Oh, but can't. So what I was thinking is, I do remember, because guys, I was deprived of my whole fucking childhood and not being able to even go to Canada when I wanted to, even though I was born in America.
We want to send you some Canadian sugar.
I did have these like yummy. That's what I mean. Like, I love yummy. Like, I tried these like creamy maple, like middle maple leaf things. Like, I love candy from Canada. I just like, for me, I have all the chocolate and all that here in America like crazy. So like anything that's very unique to Canada, like the maple syrup, like things like that, I love. So you can send me any joyous of anything from Canada, and I
There's
get
a few
so
things
much
that
joy.
don't get sold there too. Like I think Coffee Crisp is not in America.
Ooh, Coffee Crisps.
Yeah,
I don't really.
good.
Okay, here's tips about me. Although I will eat yummy things sometimes, like coffee, ice cream, Haagen-Dazs and shit like that. I do think that. I do think I'm not a fan of caffeine at all, so I don't need
that's right.
any kind of energizer things. But I do love the flavor of chocolate, so that gets kind of twisty for me a little bit. It's just because caffeine really has an effect on my body.
Oh, absolutely. I can
feel it right away. I'm gonna do this like this so you guys can see.
Well, you're just naturally so high energy and so powerful. You don't need enhancement.
No, not at all. And the caffeine does something weird to me where I feel like I'm like, like it does this weird, it's so uncomfortable. So I just know that I'm lucky to not have to have the caffeine. But I really do love
the flavor.
The flavor of coffee. So I
don't think there's any caffeine in a Coffee Crisp.
Well, even the decaf has a little bit of caffeine.
That's true. But I think it's just coffee flavor with the chocolate. I'll look into it.
Look into it. Just kidding.
I'll do some research.
So does that answer your question? Okay, great. Which share? Is there any amount that we need to reach in order to get Selfless here? Yes, there is. And once I speak with Selfless and figure out the days and what, his room and board, I feel like room and board, like a Sea Org member. But anyways, and then I have some other band members. There's a lot. Cher, you're so amazing. My little sweet angel babe. I'm going to talk to you very soon as well. And once I know it, then I'll let you know, because you're just badass. And then I'll let everybody know. I'm very excited for this Viper Room show. It's going to be fucking badass.
It's going to be so good. I'm so just green with jealous rage that I can't be there in person.
Did you say green?
Green with jealous rage.
Did you know that the theme colors for the Viper Room show are like this fluorescent hot green and black?
That's incredible. And
right,
also, that makes sense. Because those are very, like, venomous colors.
Pop.
Or they can be.
Right, we're really rock, and then pow!
Well, bam!
Wow, this marker is actually really cool. Can you guys see? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's working really well.
And it like lets me do like really thin lines or, you know, and then I can go. I don't know. I kind of like that. I kind of like it. Sorry, guys. I keep bumping the camera. I'm not a professional like Tilty.
I don't. There was a time where I had my tripod wrapped around my neck in order to finish a stream. I am no professional.
That is professionalism.
That's just committed.
Well, whatever. You have been inspirational. We're here now.
That's right. Whew. Okay. I think I'm going to have to leave it there. Otherwise, I'm going to keep finishing it.
You keep saying you're going to leave it and then you don't.
I know.
I can go on and on and on with this little thing. But also, I want to talk to Serge and... Yeah,
I'm going to let you go. And I've got to do a few things. And you can connect with Serge and fill us all in.
Yeah, exactly. I just love that you... Oh, did you leave me so quick, Tilty Bird? Tilty Bird just left me. Just like that. Why? Tilty, come back. Tilty, come back. Lara, I'm evil. Oh my God. I know what you mean. They have them in all the big touristy shops. Yes, exactly. Okay, good. Yeah, these are acrylic. Aren't these awesome, guys? These are acrylic markers. So they are literally acrylic paint, but I can draw like I'm drawing with markers. So technically, I'm still a painter. So I'm outlining all this. Okay, well, I think Tilty Bird left you guys. So I'm going to go figure out what is going on with Valerie Haney's case. This is just needs to be talked about. We're going to figure out how we're going to get the word out about this case. And then I'll keep you guys posted. Tilty Bird, I love you. Maybe Tilty's phone died or something. Who knows? But this was a really fun little therapy session, little artsy fartsy therapy, or therapeutic, I should say, since it's not an actual therapy session. Very therapeutic. And yeah, guys, I'll leave that there. I got my drum kit drying over here. Well, you can't see it because it's all the way in the kitchen. Sign looks so much cooler now. Nice, Witch Share. I still need to figure that all out. And Witch Share, look, I can teach you a lot about this StreamYard. So whenever you want to come over, you're more than welcome. I trust your heart and you're always welcome here. Thank you to whoever gifted a membership. Yes, thank you guys for all of you that have been gifting memberships. Haggis Basher, heck yes. Isn't there? Yeah, thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much, Tilty Bird. Love you. All right, Holy Rogue. So much fun hanging out with you. We can all, maybe I'll do like a panel. We can all do an Artology panel. We're all doing art and talking and shit. That'll be fun. Thank you, Auntie M. I will send Valerie your love. You are so amazing. Thank you so much. Marie Hampton, thank you for being here. Thank you all for hanging out so last minute. So long and beautiful. And what did you say? Wait, what did you say about candy? Swizzles are the candy or the chocolate? Oh, okay. Scottish Swizzles are Canadian rockets. Wow. All right, you candy birds. I love you so much. We love you. We love you. No more kids in Scientology. See you guys soon. We'll let you know if we're going to go live soon, but definitely we're going to be getting the word out more and more and more about Valerie Haney's case, because this is fucking insane. In the meantime, I love you all, and I send you out with learning and loving with you. Actually, I'm going to send you out with singing in my head, because that's more childlike and dealing how I personally felt as a child, having to keep songs and music in my head all the time instead of singing them openly and talking about things. Okay, I love you guys so much. Be good, be sweet, be loving. Fuck Scientology. No more kids in Scientology.
Somebody is searching for the right child. Somebody is telling you what's right. Now you're going to have to decide what you're gonna do the next.